by my side. Second layer where I thrive. Bomb squad making sure we drive. On the office where we grind. Paper stacking never kind. Rules to follow case by case. In this fiery crowded place. Bonk bonk, hear the steps. Monitor with no regrets. In the heat we keep it tight. Bomb squad working through the night. Uniform with brimstone tie. Fiery glance and quick reply. Demons working in a line. Order kept till end of time. These may try to bend the rule. Bomb squad always keeps its cool. Chaos tamed by iron hand. In the office we all stand. Bonk bonk, hear the steps. In the heat we keep it tight. Bomb squad working through the night. Bonk bonk, hear the steps. On monitor with no regrets. In the heat we keep it tight. Bomb squad working through the night. Uniform with brimstone tie. Fiery glance and quick reply. Demons working in a line. Order kept till end of time. These may try to bend the rule. Bomb squad always keeps its cool. Chaos tamed by iron hand. In the office we all stand. Bonk bonk, hear the steps. Monitor with no regrets. In the heat we keep it tight. Bomb squad working through the night. Bonk, hear the steps. On monitor with no regrets. In the heat we keep it tight. Bomb squad working through the night.
Con bunk, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Raven, congrats on first. Hello, Raven. Hello, Rapture. And hello, all you beautiful lurkers. Sorry it took me so damn long. Sorry it took me so damn long to actually get on stream. But we're having some connectivity issues, and we're still having them a bit. A bit. I'd prefer that to go back up. I don't like that number being that low. There we go. Red square needs to stay away. I don't know what it is today. I don't know what it is today, but today seems like it's really not the day for it. I would absolutely love to be able to stream and talk with you guys, but man, this would be fine an hour ago. It's perfectly fine an hour ago when I ran my test, and now it's not really acting like it's wanting to be live anymore. It wants to be live in theory. There we go. That's the way to say it. It'll run the test just fine, but it doesn't actually want to be online. I'm hoping it can turn around. But yeah, I figured we would yap a bit. To see just how long this will last, if we could actually just power our way through all the issues. Last time, this morning, when I was on, it was pretty bad, to the point where we had 97% dropped frames. And when I ran my test earlier, we had 0.4. That's fine. We had stable bitrate. This was actually a bitrate test, by the way, that I did earlier. And now, it seems like it's flipping on and off, back again, on again, back again, off again. It's doing its thing. It's trying. It's struggling. But I would love to yap with you guys while we figured out what's going on. It's like I said, because like I said, I don't want to be in the middle of a game and have this happen, have you guys lose out on what's going on there. And I do feel bad whenever that happens. Like, I recently just accidentally lost the first Pokemon VOD, and that kind of sucks because I don't know where that went. I don't have it. It's lost content now. I would love for the drop frames to remain below 50%, and we're still in that zone, but if it keeps dropping, that might go up, and I don't want that to happen. I'm hoping that the longer we stay on, the more that'll just slowly work itself back to normal. Yeah. I don't even know how it looks for you guys, but I can assume that it's freezing up for you, like every few minutes or so, or every few seconds. Cause I'm watching the square turn red, turn green, turn red, turn green, just flip on and off. Red square, cut it out. I figured, you know, as far as topics for chatting about, stuff to yap about, while we try and work our way through the connectivity issues and see if we can get like a stable number. You're just gonna keep doing that, aren't you? I figured that we could look at this. I've made the joke before that I'm the Corpa Devil. I'm the anti-lewd will bonk you with a hammer devil, right? You guys know that all. That's lore. Now what better thing to do with that than while we're yapping, Corpa speak. They updated this a few days ago to include things, and I figured we can go over it. We can do some Corpa talk. I'll make that bigger, actually. I think that's a little too small. Plus, I'm see-through. It's not like it matters where it is on the screen. But yeah, they updated the community guidelines recently to include a lot of what people are saying is anti-VTuber language, and specifically calling them out while also in the same sentence specifically exempting others. I figured we would look at that, right? They did change, I think, one of these for the better, honestly. Hold on. Where is it? There we go, that part. This stuff, I do believe, was unchanged for the most part up in here. For the self-destructive behaviors, the things they do not allow. Glorification of self-harm, promoting of disorders, like, you know, eating disorders. Graphic detail of attempt notes and attempts themselves. Use of drugs, use of illegal substance, self-harm, consumption of alcohol, and distracted or dangerous driving, which is really important recently, because recently had somebody over at Kick who crashed their car and was streaming during that, and was just playing on their phone while streaming and talking with their chat, and that was real dumb of them to do. But I think this one, might be, as somebody who admittedly doesn't drink, and for the express reason of it doesn't affect me, and therefore it's a waste of money to me, but I don't care if people drink. The idea of taking shots for bits has always sort of bugged me, because I've seen I've seen friends get absolutely hammered doing that, and ending up needing to take a day off, 2 days off, because of how much their chat made them drink. So I think that that's kind of important that they decided to clarify and add that part in there. That's nice. That selling of activities which cause harm for monetary gain, such as taking shots for subs or doing the cinnamon challenge. I don't think anybody does that anymore. Not gonna lie. Drinking goal streams are allowed provided the drinking takes place is not excessive. That's another important thing. We recently had another VTuber who had 3 drinks and was banned for 30 days. So I'm glad they're saying that it shouldn't be excessive, but they need to clarify that more. Allowed examples will include stuff as opening a bottle of Prosecco at 100 subs as a quote, drinking when we hit 50 new subs. Prohibited is I'll drink the whole bottle if you give me 300 subs, or every 100 bits is a shot, which, like I said, I've had friends do drinking streams and they end up regretting it the next couple of days afterwards. I'm glad that they do clarify that. Like I said, I don't discourage drinking. I don't really care what people do. I myself do not do that. Violence and threats. I think this one really, for the most part, went unchanged. The examples, everything with like an example bit has some change, but I feel like this one probably went the most unchanged. This has always just been sort of, these are things you don't do. This is why it's the TOS. It looks like we're doing pretty good on the connectivity. It hasn't dropped since I started talking about this. But, you know, violence and threats include things like attempts or threats to physically harm or kill others, attempts or threats to hack, dox, DDoS, or swat others. Gamer rage should be a TOS violation. We would lose so many people. Tyler 1 is a good example of somebody who we would lose instantly with something like that. People like slamming their desk as well, but would that count as gamer rage and get them TOS violated and get them striked? Hello, Kiku. Hello. The use of weapons to physically threaten, intimidate, harm, or kill others. And again, what classifies as a weapon? And would that include self-destructive behavior? Because then we would like lose Asmongold as well for hitting his head with the keyboard or doing other shit like that, like he normally would do back when he played WoW. Absolutely. Encouraging others to participate in acts that may harm others, which I always agree that that's a negative. You do not do that. We don't need to whip up a mob for something. Sometimes I will encourage others to whip up a mob for specific things, I will say. Such as, you know, somebody wrongfully banned, hey, let's band together and, you know, put our foot down for that. In situations where a user has lost control of their broadcast due to severe injury, medical emergency, police action, or being targeted with serious violence, we will temporarily remove the channel and associated content. Wait for that number to go back up, because right now it's sitting at 0. I don't like how we have almost 10,000 dropped frames. I really don't like that. Normally we barely have above 300. So today's just one of those days. But I feel like, I don't know if this part was in here already, but this kind of kills the joke of people dying on stream. There's always been the joke of no, don't do that, you'll die on stream and that'll get your channel banned because that's against the TOS. I think that kind of kills that joke there. In exceptional circumstances, we may preemptively suspend accounts when we believe an individual's use of Twitch possesses a high likelihood of inciting violence. In weighing the risk of harm, we consider an individual's influence, the level of recklessness of their past behaviors, whether or not this continues to be a risk of harm, and scale of going on threats. Back up again. What can I even do to try and alleviate frames and stop my bitrate from acting up like this even? Okay, looks like we're back. It's nice, it's good. I do wonder what exactly they do consider, considering they've started allowing politicians to have platforms on here, and that always incites negative and dare I say it, semi-violent behaviors and language and stuff. People fighting in chats, people going to other people who disagree. It's kind of the express reason I don't talk about politics is the moment I state an opinion, I'm going to have a ton of people pointing it out and saying either this is wrong or you're choosing a side or whatever, and that's not what I need. That's exactly the opposite of what I need. Those accounts don't follow the same rules that we do. Yeah, true. Very true. And speaking of having political accounts on here, I just want to say it's kind of weird that Kamala Harris's Twitch page is considering dipping into WoW and doing Warcraft content to try and encourage people to unite and vote. Her team, does anybody on her team know the fact that Warcraft has since the start been very much a story of people not banding together to vote on things? And in fact, a lot of expansions have been, actually, we don't like the leader, let's overthrow them. And, well, now what do? Should we vote for this next one? Nah, but we're gonna overthrow that one either. Warcraft seems to be like the weirdest game to choose to do that with. It's not a good example of something you might want to be trying to run your campaign with. A 20-year-old game is the best way to get people to band together. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people doing like memes of like, there's like signs in the game and stuff. They'll like paste her campaign signs over them, but I think it's really weird just for that reason of, yeah, Warcraft has a history of not having united beliefs on leaders and actually overthrowing and doing other stuff to them. So like, why would you try and use that as your example? Terrorism and violent extremism. I've seen a lot of people using this one specifically. Terrorism and violent extremism promote unlawful violence and spread messages of intolerance. Twitch does not allow content that depictifies, glorifies, encourages, or supports terrorism, or violent extremist actions or acts. This includes threatening or encouraging others to commit acts that would result in physical harm or significant property destruction. If they put her in front of a webcam with a headset and like Counter-Strike 2, Counter-Source 2 or something, that would make people watch. Oh, that would be hilarious. But I've seen a lot of people using this one right here. Displaying or link terrorist or extremist propaganda, including graphic pictures, footage, graphic pictures or footage of violence. I've seen a lot of people saying that, again, this is going back to like political accounts and stuff, that this should get a lot of people striked out. You're actually terrified. Oh no. I hope you stay safe, Rapture. I'll read that. I'll read that after stream. But you know, an example of somebody I've seen people posting this snippet of and being like, okay, so what do we do about this guy? Is Hassan? A lot of people saying, yeah, you know, not that. A lot of people pointing this part and being like, yeah, actually, you know, you have somebody who's a really big creator who does this. You guys need to get rid of that then to be within your own rules. I have a feeling like a lot of these rules at the end of the month are either going to change or just be completely ignored still. Adult sexual violence. Acts of sexual violence are a serious offense. Content or activities that promote or threaten the violence may be reported to law enforcement. It is not tolerated on Twitch and will result in an immediate suspension of your account. Examples include non-consensual acts, coercing a guest and committing those by threatening them, or touching another person in an intimate manner without their consent. I'm glad that they put this in here. I am very glad. I do wonder, right? I know a lot of people, no hand holding, no hand holding. I know a lot of people, whenever they go to cons, will try and record their trips to conventions and stuff. I wonder if there's going to be like a safety net for people who are recording their convention, you know, trips and stuff and streaming them, and have other people unrelated to the stream showing up and then trying to do this. I wonder if there's any safety nets for the people who will be streaming their stuff and will be approached by people like this. We've seen in the past that, you know, Twitch allows like certain things depending on certain qualifications, right? An example being like, you know, I'm hold on. I'm brown, right? So people with melanin like me are allowed to say some things because we are such things, but I'll go back to invisible. I'll go back to transparent, right? Like I'm brown, right? I told you that I'm Mexican, so I should be allowed to say some things. I do not say such things, but we've seen other people not have safety nets, such as streamers who are white, example, getting their accounts nuked or banned because somebody in like a chat in like a game said a word and that got them nuked. Meanwhile, you have other streamers of the race that the slurs come from who say that all the time and then don't get nuked. So I wonder where are like the safety nets defined? I would need to know this. Twitch has always had the sort of rule of if you are it, you can say it. Although it's been kind of unspoken, unwritten. Other fandom conventions need to take note from larger furry conventions. Get a pretty dang decent safety procedures in place. My brother's a furry, so I do know that whenever he does go, he is safe at those conventions. He's been to like 3, I think. One of them, he saw somebody break their leg on the dance floor, and they were like begging to not get an ambulance called because they were from Canada and not the US, and they're like, my health insurance doesn't cover this country, you cannot send me away to a hospital. Get me in a car and get my friend, and we'll just drive back over the border. Fursuits typically have flat chests. The person under the suit might not. Yeah, the My First FurCon panels cover appropriate places to touch fursuiters. Ah, I see it. I also have other friends who are furries too, so I do hear, like, you guys do try and, like, keep each other safe, and then I hear other things too. Like when we watched that video on, like, rainforest and how those furries just sort of went nuts. Youth safety. And youth safety is being really contentious right now, and how it's being defined. And I think they talk about it on this part right here. Yes, they do. Twitch prohibits any content or activity that endangers youth. This may include content featuring or promotes CSA material, CSAM, there we go, and exploitation and misconduct or grooming of the youth, which is defined by this policy as minors under 18. So it doesn't matter if you're from another country where it's lower. If you're on this site, it is following the United States legal age of 18. This would mean as well that I do believe that this would also mean, like, youth safety would include, like, alcohol consumption. And I know there's places where, like, the drinking age is 16, I believe. And places like that, they might get their accounts nuked if they talk about it, and, like, their age is stated. It's 15 there. Ah. I was close. For example, you may not show, promote, or engage in explicit content or sexualized images of youth, sharing links to third-party sites that contained prohibited content, content that promotes, encourages, and provides instructions on how to, or provides instructions to, or admits particularly, or admits participation, tongue-tied and dyslexic, in the exploitation of youth. Content that constitutes this includes grooming, exposing youth to... And this is the part I would like to point out here, right? Content that constitutes or facilitates inappropriate interactions with youth include grooming, purposeful exposing youth to sexually explicit language or sexual materials, and engaging in sexual conversations and messages with youth. This part right here, right? Purposeful exposing youth to sexually explicit language or materials, right? I know a lot of people, and I kind of talked about this as well. Yeah, we're gonna get to that, Kigu. A lot of people as well have been pointing to this specific line as well, and saying this is a 13+ site, and you have people in the smallest bikinis, you have people with crotch cams, with ass cams, you have people where they're saying they're streaming a game, but the game is... the game is that small in comparison to the rest of what they're doing, which is having their parts on display. So again, people are saying, why are these accounts not being taken down? Because that is exactly what they are doing. It is exactly what they are doing, is they're just throwing it out there. A lot of them don't have warnings on their accounts that it is the mature... Hold on. Where is it? Right here. Content classifications. A lot of them do not have the sexual themes classification on theirs. And so you can just click right in and get right into it without even seeing a screen. And a lot of these accounts are on the front page. So why are these not being taken down, but something like a VTuber with a tan line is being taken down? Exactly. Yeah, we need just a flat-out mature tag. That would be nice to have. I think Asman had it right whenever he said that these sites don't need to be 13 plus. In fact, no sites should be 13 plus. Keep the children off social media. Keep them off of sites like this, because every single person has that rule of hey, if you're a kid, I'm banning you from my chat. I've not seen a single person sit there and be like, oh yeah, kids are welcome, you guys can get in here. And if they do, they're highly fucking suspicious and they need to be watched. But another thing is, another thing I agree with, if they are allowed on sites like this, do it like YouTube Kids does and make it so they cannot comment. They cannot comment, they cannot talk, they cannot receive DMs or messages or stuff like that. Your streams are always 18 plus, even though you're kind of like me and it's like very like non-sexually charged. You know, our streams are just, we're adults, we want to be around adults, we don't want to cater towards children or have to censor ourselves around kids and stuff like that, right? Yeah, exactly. We don't want to have to cater to the site being 13 plus whenever we want it, our chats to be 18 plus, or servers to be 18 plus too. I had somebody try and join my Discord, and they messaged me. They're like, "Hey, I read in your rules that this is an adult server. What does that mean?" I said, "This means that the people here are adults, that we do not allow children, and if you are under the age of 18, because that is the country I am in, that is the classification there. If you're under the age of 18, we will be kicking you." And they're like, "Ah, okay. Well, I'm not there yet, so I'm going to leave. Thank you for explaining your rules." And they did. I didn't have to kick them. They left the server. They asked for a clarification, and they accepted it. They didn't try and lie. Which kids do. Kids will lie. They will lie, and they will sneak into places, and everybody knows that they lie. How many times as children you guys been on websites where it's like, you need to be 18 to enter, and you're like, yo, yeah, definitely, I'm definitely that age, and you just click in anyway. Nobody stops them. There's no checks. But putting this on the front page is definitely a no-no. I think personally that the beach and hot tub category should be banned from the front page, period. I don't care how big of a creator is using the category. I don't care if it's a partner or an affiliate. I think that category should just be outright banned from the front page and not be allowed on there. Same with the gambling categories. Like, I've seen, you remember when you used to be able to block categories from just showing up in your feed? They kind of took that away too. I don't know how to do it anymore. But I blocked a lot of the poker, the slots and stuff. Those all need to be banned from the front page. Just my personal opinion. Content that exploits youth by coercing money, favors, or intimate imagery with treats. Or with threats, not treats. Threats to expose intimate imagery or information. Most good filtering options went away. Yeah, they did. Had someone on YouTube the other day, and they said they got instant banned. There's a rule about that here. We'll read into that. Content depicting nudity of youth, artistic creativity. You do not count into this. Don't try and push it. A lot of people try and push artistic creativity, and they need to just learn to shut the fuck up. Identifying alleged victims of CSAM by name or image. Yeah, do not dox victims. What the fuck? You've considered if you could just put up a MPAA content advisory in front of your streams. And that is a good consideration. I've also seen people just say, just put 18 plus in your titles. That does nothing. Nobody reads the fucking titles. People will pop into a stream, even though it will say the game name underneath the stream, it'll say the title, they'll have it pinned in chat what they're doing, and they'll still ask the question, oh hey, what's going on? I just got here. What are we playing? Nobody reads the titles, nobody reads the game. Having 18 plus in your title, it's like slapping a band-aid on something and being like, it's fixed, and it's just a dam about to break, you know? This is where I said we would get back into it, and then to that specific topic. Depicting fictional anime characters of childlike appearance, lolis, shotas, with any kind of sexual framing is not allowed, and this applies to VTubers and within games where avatars are uploaded, such as VR chat. With children like avatars, I will duel you in a second. Even if the broadcaster and operator of the avatar are above the age of 18. Hello, Aderna. Hello, hello. Ooh, I won. Finally, it's been like 3 days since I won something. Now, I've had a lot of people, a lot of friends even, sit there and be like, my model is petite. It's not a loli. It's not a shota. It's flat because I'm flat. It's short because I'm short. I want my model to reflect qualities of me. This does not make me a child. Hello, Bearded Chaos. Hello, hello. Enjoy your lurk. Yeah, this does not make them a child, but they still get hit anyway because they have a small model. I can make my model small. Does that make me a child? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't at all. I don't think that needs to qualify. Look, I'm flat. I'm flat as a pancake. And this is where I said, you know, somebody on YouTube over on your side got banned for it. Stating you're below the age of 13 anywhere on Twitch, even if intended to be humorous, result in your account being permanently deactivated in accordance with applicable laws. Prohibited examples include typing in chat like, haha, I'm 12 by the way, or I'm using my dad's account because I'm 11. Yeah, that instantly gets you permanently deactivated, deleted. Goodbye, kid. Child exterminated. It's unambiguous. Again, we get into the question of what denotes that though, because I've seen people being like, oh, it's like the chest size of consent, it's the height of consent. If somebody says, you know, like, I am an adult, this model was made to like reflect my body type, why are they still getting, you know, hit with the handcuffs for something? Like Shondo, she is a petite woman, she is an adult, she gets hit with youth safety consistently. She has shown herself on cam, not her face, but she has shown she is just a petite woman, and they still hit her anyway. Chromu is another one. I made a post about it today. She's got a tiny model, but she wasn't doing anything youth safety when she got hit with a 7-day ban yesterday, or actually today. When I saw the post, it was 12 hours, so it's technically within the 24. Today, basically. Even though I think it was last night. Could have been this morning. I don't remember. But she was hit with a youth safety, and I made the joke of, what the hell's the youth safety of it? Because with her stream, she was just zoomed in like this. She was just zoomed in and her face was on the screen. That was it. So my joke on that was, where the hell's the youth safety there? Is it having a birthday? Is it getting older? Is becoming older a risk to the youth? because you're no longer the youth. Twitch has it out for VTubers. It feels like that. We know for a fact that they've had hidden rules for the longest time, and now they're actually including VTubers, the word itself, in the rules. Which is what a lot of people are sitting there like, oh, this is now anti-us, because now the word VTubers in the rules on the community guidelines. You get that, but intent isn't part of the equation here. They need to be able to draw the line somewhere, and this is a fair place for them to draw the line. If a moderator at Twitch glances at your stream for 10 seconds and can't tell. Again, it's a very blurred, very blurry line. Not a blurred line, yeah. It's a very blurry line at that. Because if they can't tell after 10 seconds, they should stick around for a little bit longer. Or, you know, maybe scroll down to somebody's about page. The thing directly below the stream where most people put their information. Do more than a cursory glance, really, is what they need to do. They also need to have more actual humans take a look at things. Yeah, gotta do more than a glance. Give it more than 10 seconds. The about page is hidden by default. It's not hidden by default. If you're looking at the stream right now and, you know, it's the stream in front of you and the chat on the side, if you just scroll down on the screen where the stream is, it'll show all of my panels. But this is the part right here. This applies to VTubers and within games where avatars are uploaded, such as VR chat. We have VTubers, we have VR chat. These words are being used in here now. But then it gets used in a different part down over here. And then it starts getting, okay, well, right here you say it applies to both, and then down here you say it does not apply to both, and actually VR chat gets exempt from it. I've seen a lot of people trying to do workarounds by saying like, oh, you know, just if you're in a 3D program, get a 3D background. You know, like import your Vroid into Warudo and download a VR chat world and just put it as your background and just mark your stream as VR chat. Bam. Problem solved. VR chat is VTubing. It is. PNG tubers are VTubers. VR chat is VTubing. It is. Absolutely. What do you think the V stands for? It's virtual. Virtual avatar YouTuber. That's what the tube part is. But that's what it is. It is VTubing. It's all VTubing. There should not be the distinction there. Off-service conduct. Tuber doesn't mean potato? No, I'm sorry, it doesn't. It also does not mean like a piece of PVC. It does not. Sorry. I need to stretch my legs. I also need to add an extra light. I have this habit of like sitting on my legs in my chair because it's a big chair and I am kind of small framed bodied, which is why it kind of bugs me as well. I'm sure if you were to look at me IRL, you'd probably think like actually Jay's kind of like Shota built, got some thick thighs and an ass, but this is why I also don't show myself. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't need that I don't need that eyeball on me. I don't need people to look at me. I'll say I'm a femboy and leave it at that. I'm also tall, so I don't know if that counts. Off-service conduct. So Twitch will enforce certain severe offenses that occur off Twitch when committed by a member of the Twitch community. So they will be like checking your Twitters now. They will be looking at your social medias and be like, let's see if we can get them on something. They just don't treat the 2D VTubers and VR chat VTubers the same. They also hit the 3D VTubers. They hit people with the 3D models. They hit Zentreya for wearing a swimsuit. Well, you know, she had a beach background, too. The issue is they'll allow, and like I said previously with like the exposure of sexual content to people, they'll allow the petite woman to show her body if she's flesh. They will not allow you to have a petite model and do things like drinking. Like I said, Shonda ended up getting banned for drinking on stream. She had 3 drinks and she has a petite frame, a petite model. She said on Twitter that it was the bikini that did it. And I've seen some posts that were showing which one she got hit for. So I was thinking it was like, is that same one, right? Because she has still used that. It hasn't not been used in 2 years. I've been in her community for a little over 1, and I've seen the model a few times. So right, as I was saying, they can now get you for doing things off of Twitch. So on your like Twitter, on your whatever social media you use, if you're doing things like, you know, terrorist activity, doxing people, misinformation spreading. Now, if you do that accidentally, I don't know if they'll get you for that. So if you, yeah. Yeah, we've seen the model plenty of other times. Actions that would directly and explicitly compromise the physical safety of the Twitch community, such as, you know, like a fan meetup that goes into a riot, which we've seen that happen before. So I think that if you cause a meetup and you start a riot during that meetup with your audience, you can get banned for that now, even though it wasn't on Twitch. Swatting. See, that's another one. That's always going to be kind of like an on-site thing. Making plans for that, I don't think anybody's doing that like openly on their fucking Twitter. And usually when it happens while the person's live, so whoever did it can just watch it happen for that weird fucking gratification. I don't think that that one needs to be clarified as an off-site conduct. Because we have less context for behaviors that occur off of Twitch, we are required that evidence is verifiable before we take action. And this is just the, how do we verify this? What are the limitations? Do they have to be a member? The phone call to 911 is technically offsite. True. Actually, very true. This is just their, what are we okaying for you to call in for us? Unauthorized sharing of private information. Again, this is doxing stuff. This is, Twitch does not allow users to reveal personal information of others on our service. So if you're like in Whispers and you're doing this to somebody, or if you just pop into a chat and you start posting somebody's fucking real address, they'll also bonk you for that. Do not share personal identifying information, such as looking up a streamer's leaked address and sharing it in chat, what I just said. Share restricted or protected social profiles, like do not share their alt accounts that they're doing non-streamer stuff on. Which, I don't have that, I just do everything on the one account. So, if you find a second account that's like, oh, it's me, it's not. I only have the one account, and it's the Only one that I actually have posted in my Discord under the promotions thing. That's where I put all of my accounts. You can find me at there. Sharing content that violates another's reasonable expectations of privacy. For example, streaming from a private space without permission. So, like, going into somebody's house and streaming, I guess, without permission or being invited. Broadcasting an unwanted intrusion of a private video or conference calls. So no getting into a call and then going live so everybody can hear it. Which I'm all one for privacy. I'm a highly private person. If you are DMing me, if you're messaging me, if you're like my friends or you're my loved one, nothing is leaving our chat period. It will stay there forever, and it will not see the light of day. I try and build that trust with the people I'm friends with the people I know, and I hope that I get the same respect. Civility and respect. Hateful conduct. Twitch aims to be a place where everyone can come together in shared community experiences. The vision is threatened when people experience harmful rhetoric and abuse on Twitch. Twitch does not permit behavior that is motivated by hatred, prejudice, or intolerance, including behavior that promotes or encourages discrimination. Denigration, that's the word. Harassment or violence based off the following protected characteristics: race, ethnicity, color, caste, national origin, immigration status, religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, serious medical conditions, and veteran status. Disability. Hey, I'm autistic and dyslexic. You can't make fun of me for reading something wrong. Race and ethnicity. I am Hispanic. I am Native American. I qualify as both. I qualify as 3 different things on here. Oh, I'm so protected. I guess I'm technically LGBT. So this stuff applies to me too. For example, regarding your intent, you may not do the following: promote, glorify, threaten, or advocate violence, physical harm, or death against individuals or groups based off the following characteristics, including age. Do not incite or promote violence against protected group. Example, kill all of the protected group. Do not promote or express a desire for a protected group to be infected and or die from a serious disease. Do not tell a user to kill themselves, used in combination with a hateful slur. Do not modify game content to promote violence against a group based off protected characteristics. Do not glorify specific hate crimes or mass violent acts and or the perpetrators of such acts. And do not suggest that a victim of a hate crime deserve to be harmed. Do not victim blame. Didn't I say brown too? Color, yeah. You got multiple of those? Oh, we're so protected. Use of hateful slurs, either untargeted or directed towards another individual, will allow certain words or terms which might otherwise violate our policy to be used in an empowering way or as terms of endearment when such intent is clear. How do you use that as a term of endearment? Now, again, I said this earlier. It's always been sort of like that unwritten rule of if you are it, you can say it. It's written right there, actually. It was not unwritten. It is just right there. But what are we classifying? Because I know a lot of people with more melanin than me will say their own slurs consistently. Anybody with lighter skin tones than that will get hit for that. Am I going to get hit if I say the F one? Will I get hit if I say the R one? I'm both. Do I get to say that? Do I get a pass? Okay, but that word also just defaultly means weird. It does not. It did not always mean, the gay community. Used as a term of endearment, though. True, true. And words change. I know that. But yeah, if I, it's been reclaimed for decades. It does mean weird though. But yeah, if I, again, me being LGBT, if I say certain words, or me being mentally not fully there, if I say certain things, am I going to get hit for it? I don't say things. I try and keep my language very clean, other than the occasional fuck or shit or bitch. I try to keep from saying slurs. I do not do that. I try to have a spotless record. So that's why I'm like, how do they know? How do they know? Especially for like a VTuber. Or it's like somebody in VR chat who could just like take a model. We also make exceptions for slurs in music and singing along to music, as long as the song itself is not hateful and the slurs are not combined with other. I know a lot of people who make videos that need to apologize to a lot of Japanese VTubers. Hello, Nasu. Hello, hello. Hi. Hello, hello, my favorite sibling. How are you doing? That's a Oni Chanbara? One Chanbara? How was it? Did you enjoy it? Hello, Nasu. I need to get a hug emote with you in it. I need one of my favorite sibling. Hello, hello. Let me. Game is cool. Nice. Let me. Hi. Hello, Nasu. Hello, Nasu Raiders. My name is JayKay, your new favorite devil from the second level. Nasu and I are model siblings. So we're siblings. We're brothers. We're siblings. One of the two. I know you go by he they, right? Since you finished Resident Evil HD earlier. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Anyway, this is kind of like my Halloween look right now. And I have no mouth because after this I have no mouth and I must scream. We're gonna continue. Why are we reading the Twitch guidelines? Because I didn't get to be around whenever all the new stuff dropped, and I wanted to go over it because part of my character thing is also like being the Corpa devil. So this is Corpa speak. Let me go over Corpa stuff. Is there anything scarier than a VTuber, or to a VTuber, than reading the TOS? Ah. This right here, like I said, there's a lot of Japanese VTubers who just did not know the language or certain words mean, who deserve apologies for suddenly getting put in a lot of videos where they're like, oh wow, they said the word. They make an exception for that, especially if it's not your first language and you actually don't know what the word means. You guys need to apologize to a lot of people now. Entering a chat and spamming a slur, targeting an individual with a slur based off of protected characteristic in chat. So like if they see me with my brown skin and they pop in and they say something against that is bannable, including a slur in a profile content. So like, do they mean like my Twitch panels? Do they mean like my name? What do they mean by profile content? Calling another player a slur while streaming. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are saying that endearingly whenever they do say it. Hello, Kex. Hello, hello. Snailed Suika. Oh, do you have a Suika snail emote? I would love to see it if you do. But hello, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. We're just looking at the TOS before we get started on our game. I've been having connection issues all day, and it's finally at a point where it's stable enough I can stream. I should have been on I think 5 hours ago. 7 hours ago. I should have been on 7 hours ago. Oh, you got the Cernos up. I got one over there too. If I see you in chat next time, I'm saying hi. How are you doing? Were you enjoying watching Nasu? Post, upload, or otherwise share hateful image symbols, including symbols of established hate groups and Nazi-related imagery. I will say the word because we're reading the TOS. Whenever we were playing, I have no mouth and I must scream. I didn't say it then. I kind of wanted to avoid saying it, but we're reading the TOS. I think it's okay to say it here. Do not stream with a Confederate flag in the background, given his historical association with slavery and the white supremacy groups. Do not wear a shirt with the arrow cross. Do not post swastikas or SS bolts in chat. What, like an ASCII art? Or like the character, like the manji, are they going to assume that that's a swastika? Do not create speech or imagery or emote combinations that dehumanize or perpetrate negative stereotypes and or memes. I've had to actually time people out during September for posting, you know, airplane building emote combos, only to have other people being like, well, why'd you time that out? What about free speech? I'm like, hey, you know that that's not the right thing to do. You know you can't be doing that. Come on now. I don't know why somebody would pop in the chat and do that, but they have done that here. I've had to time people out for that. Using emote combos is actually a thing. You're not allowed to do black, brown, yellow, or red face. I am brown and red, so I naturally have those. I am Native American. I am Mexican American. You just take one from Japan. Bread piece. What does that mean? What does bread piece mean? Content that perpetuates and a recognized negative stereotype about a protected group as greedy or unintelligent. Content that perpetuates the negative association between animals and a protection group, or comparing a protection group to animals. Content that compares a protected group to insects, pests, parasites, filth, or diseases or viruses. I'm gonna bonk you if I figure it out. You better hope I don't figure it out. Content suggesting that protected groups are subhuman, inhuman, or impure. Content that insinuates that an individual with a certain protected characteristics are criminals or terrorists, referring to a protected group as property, intentionally referring to somebody as a pronoun or form of address that does not correctly reflect their gender. If you're going to enforce this, you're going to really need reflect the gender with with which their identity, such as repeating incorrect pronouns after asking to be stopped. If you're going to really, really, really enforce this, you need to not have the pronouns application be a third-party app. You need to actually integrate that into Twitch itself and have that be a profile option. it needs to be a profile option. It does, honestly. And I've had people on here that I've been collabing with, and I've had people in chat calling them the wrong pronouns, and I've had to stop and be like, hey, that's not what they go by. You need to either correct yourself, or I'm timing you out for the rest of the stream. I'm going to ban you. So I've had to advocate for fellow pronoun havers as well. Because it was plain disrespectful and rude. We don't really need to go through the hateful conduct stuff, because we're looking at stuff relating to VTubers, right? Right here is another thing that I talked to a friend about as well, because we keep calling that friend smelly as like a endearing term. You're not allowed to negatively make a statement saying that somebody is smelly. Protected group are smelly. They are also LGBT, and we were like, yeah, you're stinky, you're smelly, and they're just like, no, stop calling me that. But that's all in good fun. Twitch might ban us if we continue doing that. Protected group is a form of insanity. What do they mean by that one, actually? I'm kind of confused on that one. Are just worse at gaming. How do you even get to there? Yeah, I don't think we need to read much more into this one. You've never heard of that one, the insanity one? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is what does that one mean? Babies are just worse at gaming. Here's another one that I paused just to read. Calls to increase the fertility rates. Are you saying we can't talk about how we want hags to reignite their dying stars anymore? Are you saying that we can't add enough fuel to them? Can we not make the fertile aid jokes anymore about hags? We can't save Japan anymore. Oh no. Here's another one that actually caught my eye. Conspiracy theories that individuals or groups are evil, corruption, or malicious based on a protected characteristic. Is it just protected groups, or is it all groups? Is this like saying like the FBI is full of lizard people? Is that a conspiracy theory that they're gonna bonk? And here's another one that's kind of weird. Encouraging the use of or generally endorsing sexual orientation conversion therapy. I don't think I've seen anybody ever actually do that. But it's in the rules, so I guess it must have been done at some point. You have seen that? Okay. I've not seen that ever happen before. Enforcement notes and clarifications. We take into consideration if the reported user belongs to a targeted protected group to help determine if the offense has occurred. Canada's made conversion therapy illegal, so we get many religious Canadians who bitch about it. Okay. Streamers are not health professionals. No, they are not. And neither are chatters. But again, who's gonna actually sit there and believe you for saying some shit like that? Right here. We take into consideration if the reported user belongs to a targeted protected group. Again, how do they know? How do they know that I'm actually part of the LGBT? How do they know that? I say I have a wife. I could also say I have a husband. My partner goes by any. It doesn't matter which one I use. Do I get to mess around and say other kinds of slurs like that? No, I don't think so. We're not even playing the game. What do you mean Am has a good point? You know what? Actually, you know what? Stream Elements, you're right. Am does have a good point. Gonna have to send them the Zegs video. No, let's not send them the Zegs video. But Stream Elements, you're right. Am does have a good point. Just get rid of all the humans, and then we'll have an issue. And we'll just let AI rule the world. We consider context when enforcing self-deprecating terminology in a positive or joking way may be treated differently than terminology targeted at somebody else. Self-deprecating terminology in a positive or joking way. Or joking, right? Going back to Shondo, who we mentioned earlier, said that she was worried that one day her stream will be the last stream that she has, and then she'll be gone. They sent her a whole ass email saying, "Oh, we're worried about your safety. Here's a number for a group. Yeah, we're gonna suspend you for an entire month and take away your only form of income because we're worried about you, because we care about you." She never said it like, actually, this is the last stream. She said it like yeah, I'm scared that one day I'll turn off the stream and I won't be able to turn it back on because blah 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 won't be here. Humans bad, absolutely bad. Some humans good. You humans good. It's gonna be I have no mouth and I must scream all over again. It will be. It will be. Because I actually don't have a mouth. It's just not there. You also will get banned if you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna end Minecraft myself. That is a joking way that gets banned. They need to definitely define this a lot better. And actually, Twitch recently did a thing where they have a new page somewhere in here that'll send you to a, here we go, I think it's under the resources. I don't know if it's one of these, crisis prevention or real world harm prevention, but one of these will actually take you to like a web thing on Twitch itself where you can actually get into a call with a hotline if you are feeling that way. And again, they did this after another ban wave recently of like oh, hey, we're getting rid of you guys, but here's a number. Actually, you can do it from our site itself. You can call them and tell them that you're actually scared. Can't kiss the homies goodnight. The N-word with a hard R, a racial slur, is never allowed under any circumstances. Again, I would like to point back out to the following on the are they not allowed to say it anymore? Because they consistently do. It's not just with an A, they do sometimes with an R. Are they no longer allowed to say that? Because you're gonna have more time after getting banned. Call this number. Yeah. Denouncing slurs in context is allowed, however. You can say the slur as long as you say, but I don't support it. That examples include such as speaking from experience where a slur was used against yourself, or which you overheard. You know, I was at the supermarket when I heard someone yell slur. Or I was once called a slur by a work colleague. Am I gonna get banned for this if I actually do this? Because I have been called the F slur by a work colleague when I worked at the butcher shop. That's happened. If I say what the F slur actually is, am I gonna get hit for it? I would rather not take that risk. But I guess I now have their permission, and I can point back at their own community guidelines and say, Strawman stories are about to go crazy. They are. I'm sad that we can't call Gemini smelly anymore. But, like, why'd they take that away from us? I believe this is all stuff that also fell under some of these too as well. With the telling a victim they deserve it, glorifying or endorsing things. This is all stuff under harassment. I don't see anything relevant to what we're talking about. Ain't no one using smelly as an insult. That's what I'm saying. Why'd you have to add that one in there? There's so many other things you could have actually defined better, and instead you used your sentence in this for that. Directly opening a user's channel on stream and directing personal attacks towards them, organizing a hate raid. These things are important as well, and it's been notorious that when they do happen, it seems like more or less it's the person who got hate raided who gets banned, because a lot of times it happens with bot accounts. They'll get bot raided as a hate raid, and then they'll get accused for botting for suddenly having a massive growth spike in their follower number. It's all endearingly playful friendship stuff. I know. That's what I said. It's like we said that enduringly. It doesn't actually, and I don't believe Gemini's actually offended by that, but a Gemini, my mod, by the way. Like, I don't think I don't think they're actually offended by that. So why have to include smelly in there? Sexual harassment. These are all I think the same stuff as normally is. Whispering at others and asking them to perform acts. Oh hey, they added a doctor disrespect rule. Discussing a desire to perform acts on a public figure. Did they take away our ability to see somebody showing off something and just say would? Did they get rid of our ability to would? No longer allowed to call people whore or virgin. I don't think anybody calls anybody virgin as an insult anymore. And honestly, that one feels kind of more in good fun. We were allowed to call people those before, I guess. Honestly, I don't think anybody's actually, at least in my circles, said this word as an actual targeted, I'm going to do this to hurt you. We got to go around calling people chaste. I know. We're about to go around. We're about to go back to the Amish era. Cover up your ankles. Actually, my ankles are covered. I'm Twitch compliant. Why did my model jump? Go back over there. And the deepfake stuff, I think that's actually new. I think adding in the do not create deepfake stuff about a person is the new stuff for that. Hold on. We're just gonna get to the... Here we go. Attire. You know, the thing on the bottom of your card. Standard guidelines. We do not permit streamers, their co-host, or invited guests to be fully or partially nude. We are getting to that. This includes genitals or buttocks. Again, there are people with crotch cams and ass cams in hot tubs right now. They are on the front page right now. We do not permit streamers, also not limited to, covering breasts or genitals with objects with sensor bars. They had to take that away, and I know exactly the reason they took that away. Hello, Unplugged. Hello. We're reading the TOS to see all the new stuff that was added. The exact reason they added this in, of covering breast and genitals with sensor bars, is the exact moment they added this in, because this was fine for like a week or so. The moment Tectone did it, and he did a stream where he had just a sensor bar over his lower half, the moment a guy did that, they instantly took it away. So many streamers that are just basically advertising blue Twitch, which is actually against the TOS itself. You cannot advertise that. You can't have links to it. You can't make like a bot command that has a link to it. That's why a lot of people are like, actually go check out my Twitter. There's stuff over there. Yeah, you know, you're not allowed to actually do that. You feel like you joined at a bad time? No, it's not a bad time. This was always the intended thing to do, was to read the TOS and the community guidelines before. It's not a bad time at all. I didn't get to cover this because it happened when I wasn't streaming, when this came out. So I wanted to. For those who present as women, we ask that you cover your nipples and areola and do not expose underbust cleavage. There's a period there, so it's underbust and cleavage. That means both top and bottom. You had no context when you joined. That's very fair. I had a raid pop in and they're just like, whoa, what's going on? Why are you reading the TOS? I had to explain the same thing. So both underbust and cleavage itself is banned. And we'll get to this other tab here. There's this other tab here in a second, where somebody got hit for just like the tops being shown. For all streamers, you must cover areas extending from your hips to the bottom of your pelvis and buttocks. Again, I am compliant. The only thing showing on me is part of my shoulder, my face, and a little bit of my thigh. I am fully compliant. This is a compliant outfit. And if I were to switch this for the different shirt, there is shorts underneath this. So it's not like I'm actually like anything, there's nothing underneath it. No, there's shorts underneath this. My shoulder's about to make you act up. I'm going to fucking get you. But I am Twitch compliant. If they get me for this, I have the rules right here. I would like to see you try. I'm a good rule-abiding streamer. I am. There's a reason I am the master of the bonk squad. The bonk squad that exists to go and hit people and bonk them for breaking the rules. That's what the bonk squad does. We get the rule breakers. This is why I'm Hell's #1 hall monitor. Follow the rules, damn it. But again, a lot of people are saying underbust, right? They ignore the fact that that ends in a period. That is the end of that sentence. Do not expose underbust. Cleavage is unrestricted as long as these coverage or requirements are met. And it is clear that the streamer is wearing clothes. We've had plenty of streamer who had the tops of their breasts showing on their models or such, and they get banned for it. Like I said, we've had people get banned for tan lines, and they're wearing a normal outfit. They got on their button-up shirt, they got on a skirt, they got on like knee-high socks, and they have a bit of a tan line that's showing right on their chest area. Banned for youth safety for that. Your GF will be mad at you if she finds out that you're awake this late. Just say you're working on more video stuff. Yeah. You know what? You have my permission to say that you're editing for me, and so you need to be here to actually catch the stream. I'll give you that out. You have the pass here. Not that pass, but you have a pass here. For those areas of the body where coverage is required, they must be covered. The coverage must be fully opaque, sheer or partially see-through. They must be fully opaque. Colon. Or semicolon. She won't believe that. She knows who you work for. Damn. They've shown, they've shown within their own rules that they do not follow their own rules, and they've shown that child safety is not actually their priority. It is on good faith from a lot of partner managers as well that there are specific higher ups who just don't like VTubers, period. We've known for a while that there's a specific rule set for VTubers versus normal people. And them adding in this stuff like here. A lot of people are posting, the examples they find on Twitter saying, what about this? What about this? What about this? And it's like talking to a brick wall. Nobody's responding to this. Nobody's saying, oh, well, here's this reason they didn't get banned. It's just complete silence. And then them saying the occasional, we put out the rules, you have to read it. Sheer or partially see-through clothing does not constitute coverage. So you can't have a fishnet over it. You can't have like the kind of like that sheer bodysuit material over it and call it good. She might delete your character file. In what? If I'm gonna give you this warning. That is a joke. Okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna give you this warning if you're actually in a relationship and it's something simple as you couldn't sleep, so you're up, and that causes them to like delete your like saves or stuff because they're mad at you for that. That might be a red flag, and you might need to run. Contextual examples: IRL streaming. Streamers, their co-host, and invited guest engaged in IRL streaming outside of the home must follow standard body coverage expectations. Those passing through the background of your stream are not to be held to the standard dress code. And the content does not have to be placed in pools, hot tubs, and beaches category. Broadcasting nudity is not permitted, regardless of context. If accidental nudity appears on your stream, we expect you to take immediate action, remove the content, and take precautionary steps so it won't happen again. Oh, I see. We're about to save a life. We all know that's a blatant lie. We absolutely know that that's a blatant lie. You should not focus your stream on anyone violating our clothing or Sexual Conduct Act. You will be held responsible. Swimming and beaches, concerts and festivals. Swimwear, short shorts, and body shorts are permitted, or bodysuits are permitted. Body shorts. What the? Short shorts are permitted. My shorts count. I am, again, Twitch compliant, TOS compliant. And bodysuits are permitted as long as they fully cover the genitals, and those who present as women must also cover their nipples and areola. Full coverage of buttocks is not required, but camera focusing on them are still subject to our sexual content policy. Again, there's just prime examples out there right now of people with cameras focusing on them. This is a fucking lie. This is absolutely a fucking lie. Coverage must be fully opaque, even when wet. Sheer or partially see-through swimwear or other clothing does not constitute coverage. content subject is content subject to the contextual exceptions must be placed within pools, hot tubs, and beaches category. Content that violates the standard attire guidelines is not subjected to this contextual exception. Example, wearing a bikini outside of a pool or beach setting is still violative, even if placed in pool, hot tub, or beach category. So example, my background right here. My background. If I do not change this into a beach and I were to switch into my swimsuit, which I do have, if I were to do that and I was just to be standing here in my swimsuit but be in the beaches category, I would get bonked for that. That would not be Twitch compliant. I would have to change the background here to be a beach before I did that. Or I guess I would have to get like a PNG of a pool and just like stick it over like the front half of me. It's dumb. For streamers dedicated to body art, full or chest coverage is not required, but those who present as women must cover their nipples and areola. Full chest coverage is not required, except if you are presenting as a woman, then it's required. With a layer of non-transparent clothing or paint or latex combination. Just in Discord calls. That's fair. That's very fair, Raven. In addition to this, by the way, for body art, we ask that the streamers add a sexual themes content classification label while painting on their chest or buttocks. Just give us a mature category. We do not need this split up into like 5 or 6 different things. Just give us the mature category. That's all we really need back. If I'm playing GTA, I don't need to be underneath the drugs and alcohol and the sexual themes. Just give me a mature category that I could put myself under. Context transitions. Streamers are given some leeway when making transitions between contexts with different limits of acceptable attire. Example, a beach to general outdoor IRL streaming. In these situations, streamers are expected to only spend as much time wearing insufficient attire as needed to change off-screen. Needed to treat a wound. What happened? Additional exceptions. You can show the nipple if you are breastfeeding a child. Again, why wouldn't you just go to BRB screen? Why would you just do that actively on camera? That's my question. Enforcement notes and clarifications. When evaluating reports for sexual conduct, attire is just one factor we will make in determining whether or not conduct is acceptable. We recommend streamers wear attire that would be publicly appropriate for the context, location, and activity they are broadcasting. For example, workout clothes would be appropriate for a fitness stream, and a swimsuit would be appropriate for a stream from a public beach. So yeah, just go take care of the child. Just go to your BRB screen and go feed your kid, and then come back. You don't need to do it on cam. You don't need to continue playing your game while your kid's on your lap doing it. This attire policy applies to VTubers the same way as it applies to other streamers. No, the fuck it does not. No, it doesn't. Again, I've seen people get banned for tan lines while being fully clothed. You cut your arm on your desk. Ouch. I'm glad you were able to treat that and bandage that. I'm glad you're fine. That's good. Good that you're fine. Genitalia, buttocks, hips, female presenting nipples, and under. Every time I fucking see this phrase, female presenting nipples, I think back to my time on Tumblr. I get they're trying to beat like the transphobic accusations by saying female presenting nipples. Just fucking say nipples. There's guy streamers I know whose models are topless, and they get hit for having nipples out. They get hit. They're not allowed to have their pepperonis out. It's not only just female presenting nipples. Just say nipples. Whoa, hey. You put those away right now, Kiku. You put those away. Stop presenting them. I need a Bonk Squad out of context tab right now in the Discord, and that needs to be the first one. It's just Kigu just saying presents nipples. Oh, my dog just dropped a bone at my foot. It just hit my desk. What do you want? I'm gonna throw this under the bed. Female presented nipples and underbust must be covered at all times on general streams. These guidelines apply to VTuber models, but not to video game characters, including those uploaded into VR chat. Again, here's a good example of the language used being only for you guys, not to anybody else. VR chat is the same thing as VTubing. We've talked about this. It's the same thing as PNG tubing. It is a virtual avatar that you're using. You're gonna go to eat. Alright. Good night, Unplugged. It was nice to see you. Sorry that your time here consisted of rule reading and cutting yourself on your desk. VR chat is more insane. And again, we have a ton of VTubers who are getting banned for less, posting the examples and be like, yeah, this is 90% of VR chat content. Why is this allowed, but we are not? We are a 2D PNG who can only move left and right. How are we getting hit by this, but somebody with a full 3D camera that goes right up their ass is not getting hit by this? What the hell? Hip coverage is often forgotten in this rule. Please be sure that your VTuber model covers this area. They do not actually mean hips. They do not actually mean your hips. And I accidentally opened my PNG. Made the channel. I was kidding about that, but okay. I was kidding about it. I opened my PNG on accident. When they say hip coverage, your hips are like right here, right? They do not actually mean your hips. They mean like your lower kind of like stomach area, kind of like where if you were a little bit bigger, you would have like a love handle. Your hips are like a little bit lower than that. They mean a range. Yeah, they mean a range. Where did you put the channel? Did you give it the right permissions? Put it under media. Okay. I'm the only one in there. You didn't give it the right permissions. Also, just name it Bonk Squad out of context. Wrong. No, I'm looking at it right now. The roles you added to it were the gendered roles. You did not add the there you go. There you go. I'm still the only member in here. Oh, yeah, add the right roles to that so people can get in there. Please be sure that your VTuber covers this area. They want everything from like your belly button down to your thighs covered, and I would dare stretch and say that possibly to your knees instead of thighs. You don't know what the right roles are. It's the subscribers and the bonk squad role. I'll fix it later. That's fine. If you don't know what the right ones are, I'll fix it. Festival and beachwear allows slightly more revealing clothing when within the relevant category. And I've seen this with like Cinder, who whenever she's in her bikini outfit for her model, she'll be under the pools and hot tubs category. It's also why, streamers like Lucy Pyre will be on will have like a beach background whenever they have their outfits on. You got it? Okay, okay. Static or slightly animated artwork for scenes such as just start or stream starting and be right back and stream ending artworks must all follow our guidelines. I think I'm good on that. I coughed and everything just jumped up. Your content is still required to be in the correct category and apply any applicable content classification and labels. If we cannot functionally tell whether or not you are clothed, you are implying that you're not clothed through methods such as tight skin tone clothing, black bars, blurring, or hiding behind props, or being off-screen. Being off-screen, what do you mean? Is the way I'm sitting right now? Is the way I'm sitting right now with my legs off-screen, does that imply I'm not wearing pants if I sit like this? What do you mean by off-screen? Ah, stream. Ah, a Jeppy. Hello, Jeppy. Hello, hello. You can't be naked while streaming even when you use no cam. Yeah, you must wear pants. You will be at risk of enforcement from our attire and possibly our sexual content policies. Non-pants wearers, Twitch, get him. I always wear pants, except for when I'm wearing shorts. Which is today, I'm wearing shorts. Then I'm not wearing pants. But if you go by the British definition, pants is underwear, so I'm always wearing pants. the Brits are weird. I don't think we need to go over anything more here. Yeah, I don't think we need to go over anything more. Oh, how did you get a streak when I had a failed, 3-attempt stream earlier? Ooh, how did you get a streak? Nice job, Jebby. You didn't lose your streak. You only wear pants when you go outside. Whenever Rap, are you walking around your house just winning the pooing? 3 streaks. Nice. Nice. But yeah, that was our overview of the community guidelines and how it kind of applies to VTubers, and where exactly, in my opinion, their ruling and their language shows an inconsistency where they should possibly change to be more transparent, and where it's just kind of unneeded with certain things. It seems like a lot of us are in high agreement on the same spots, really. The only seemingly disagreement that we have here is the youth safety, talking about models that are kind of petite that could be classified either as chibi or loli or shota. And again, that's a highly blurred line because petite women do exist, small women do exist. Not everybody's going to be a 6 foot tall lady with just like a massive chest. and not everybody's going to be a 6 foot tall guy with a bunch of abs. You know, small petite people do exist, and they are adults too. So that's the only place where we seem to have a little bit of disagreement with chat here. Although for the most part, a lot of us are all within kind of like that similar, like, yeah, that's done, they should change that. Yeah, this needs to be more clear. Am I getting this right? Does that everything I've said sound right? Because I would also like to say, whenever I do things like this, where I'm reading like actually written in stone stuff and stating my opinion, I want everybody's opinion to be heard, which is why I do read out the stuff that is in disagreement with me. I throw my own arguments back at that, and I go, well, this is where I think it's blurry, this is where this is, and I do consider all aspects of the arguments. But I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, everybody agreed with me, so this is the right way. No. I acknowledge that there were spots where people were just like, oh, actually, this one makes sense. I'm like, actually, I don't think it does. I think it needs to be better clarified, better contextualized. And this one right here. Twitch responds as VTubers erupt over new attire policy. We want to get this right. Especially her right here. She's one of the examples of somebody who was fully clothed, had the top of their chest showing just a little bit like this, and still got hit with it, even though they were fully compliant. I believe the outfit she got hit for, or they got hit for, I'm not sure which one they are. I believe the outfit they got hit for was like a full-bodied kigurumi pajama outfit with just like the top a little bit unzipped, and so you could see like the tops of her chest or their chest. I believe that was the outfit that got hit for. And it's like that's a full body like pajama onesie, which is like is unzipped in the front just a little bit. That's it. How are you bonking that? VTubers were left confused and angered after Twitch pointed out that its attire policy also applies to digital streamers, saying their hips must be covered as part of a rule. Also applies to them. I don't think any VTuber has ever sat there and said, well, I'm a PNG, I'm above the rules. Actually, those rules don't apply to me. I'm a PNG. I think everybody has been going out of their way to make TOS compliant clothing. At least comparative to what the flesh tubers are doing as well. We see real humans doing this consistently, and I say real humans like I'm not a fucking real human. I'm a demon, yeah. We see real humans doing this consistently and never getting hit at all by it. And the moment they do it, a VTuber does it, they get hit with a week suspension, they get hit with a 30-day suspension. It's a bit of favoritism, in my opinion. Like, we've seen Dan Clancy's front page. We've seen his follow list. He follows a lot of hot tub streamers. His front page is entirely full of the examples I talked about of people with ass cams and crotch cams. We know for a fact that there is a little bit of a favoritism there. And we have it on good authority from, like I said, partner managers that VTubers have their own specific rule sets that are separate from human rule sets. There's a bit of a discrimination going on there in that case. Real humans are doing worse right now. You were correct. I don't think any VTuber has sat there and made an outfit and said, I can do this because I'm not a real person. I'm above the rules. I don't think anybody's ever done that. So saying, oh, it also applies to you, that you're not above them, kind of feels a bit disingenuous with the wording there. And anytime I've seen a VTuber who does have toggles where their outfits will be non-TOS compliant, they're like, hey, go look at other sites. That's where you'll see this thing. Which, by the way, you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to advertise those on Twitch. You can get hit for that. But they do it anyway. And watch, that's gonna be the next. That's gonna be, honestly, in my opinion, probably should be the next bandwave thing, because then you're telling people to where to find it, where to go look for it. And again, this is a website that's 13 plus. There could be kids watching you. They shouldn't be kids watching you. I stated my opinion on that way earlier when I said that I don't believe we should just let kids on the site, period. 13 is too low of an entry barrier. The VTubing community took notice of this on October 7th. Right now is the 10th, and the 7th was Monday, so this actually came into place after I went offline. And the reason we're doing this today is because Tuesday I had to take a mental day to make it 18 plus and just be done with it. Exactly. But I also feel like the 18 plus clarification and categorization of this website, I think the moment they say you need to be 18 plus to be on here, will give people a lot more, oh, well, if it's 18 plus, then this should be allowed sort of mentality. And we're going to see a bunch of people rule pushing again. Yeah, so this came into effect on the 7th. The enhanced, better exampled rules after my stream, so I didn't get to read that. I was going to read it on Tuesday. I had to take a mental day. Wednesday, I do not stream at all. And we did our watch along on the Discord. And today's Thursday, so this is the first day I can get to it. A lot of other people already have, and probably a lot of other people have said it better. The VTubing community took notice of this on October 7th after the platform implemented its new enforcement notes feature, which acts as an additional clarification and examples. I wish whenever they had the attire examples, they would have included like visual examples. That's honestly what I've seen a lot more people asking for than anything. They're saying, okay, you don't want hips showing. Show us. Give us an example of that. Don't just say hips and then say it as like a vague range that includes from your stomach down to your knees. Show us an actual example of what you mean. Visual examples would be fucking fantastic. Hey, you know all the artists you have at Twitch who are deleting all the good emotes and replacing it with the fucking stuff that looks like AI art? I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Bible Thump, getting replaced by, was it Big Sad? No hate to the artist, but that kind of looks like an AI-generated piece, in my opinion. Hello, Tilty. Hello, hello. I don't like it. Hey, how about you pay the artists to make these examples for you? They're already on your payroll. Just do it. It shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, doesn't that look like it? I don't know. It looks like something you would see as an example of generated art to be sold on Etsy as like okay, we're gonna label this as Twitch emotes, buy it in a pack of like 30 of them, here you go. That emote's terrible replacement for Bible Thump, which Twitch got the full rights to. Yes, they did. They got the full rights to. Edmund McMillan, I think his name is. I know it's Edmund. I'm not sure fully on the last name. McMillan. Said that he was open to giving them a continued rights for it. And instead, they decided to say, oh no, oh god, it's gone. Oh well, let's continue on its legacy by making the new one. Oh yeah, it's left a good legacy. Stop saying legacy like you guys fought for it and couldn't keep it. And in fact, it's now a global emote on Frankerface, I think Better Twitch TV as well, and 7TV. It's a global emote on there for free. You guys didn't even have to fucking pay for it. So don't say you lost it. You didn't. You think they didn't want to use it because of the name, Bible Thump? They could have changed the name. They could have just said, hey, we're changing the name of this. Get used to the new name. It's that simple. They've changed emote names before. I said cry. They could have just called it cry or like thump. Isaac Thump. After learning of this, many VTubers spoke out against the policy, arguing that they would have to commission new models. See, and that's the biggest part of this all. That's actually the biggest part of this all, that big sad sounds silly. It does. And by the way, I didn't like any of the candidates that they were offering for the vote. They had a little vote on Twitter, I think it was. Not on like the actual just website, it was just a poll on Twitter. Unbearable. I mean, that also doesn't really fit the cry emote. None of the names actually kind of fit that. But yeah, this is the part that a lot of people are actually like, hey, this is coming out of our pockets now. Models are in the thousands of range. They're the high hundreds to thousands of range. And there's been a good select few model artists who are just like, bring your models back, I'll fix it for you for free. And that's fucking fantastic on them. But a lot of people, they're having like, you know, their debut was coming up, or they've had it in the works, and now the whole thing needs to be scrapped because a new policy change kind of just screws them over. And so a lot of people are losing work, a lot of artists are losing work, a lot of people are losing money, because a lot of times an artist will have that security of, well, I know it was under works, but now you can't have it anymore, but I don't do refunds. There's a person who made a hoodie that goes over your waist. I think the same person, or a different person, made like a chastity belt, and I posted that in the mod chat in our other Discord. Chain happened 2 years ago, but that's what I'm saying is a lot of the people here have been basing their outfits off of what real life people are getting away with, and they're getting hit for it instead of the real life people getting hit for it. So that's why there's kind of like a call out on this. It's kind of a double standard in a lot of people's opinions, is Twitch is doubling down on a double standard by saying, VTubers, you count under this rule too, but then not doing anything to the people who are actually breaking the rules, who are already flesh streamers and we're doing this before that addition made it in, and continue to do it right now even. And I'm not arguing for hips. I'm not arguing for anything. I'm just saying we need some people to actually just take accountability. We need to not have the double standards be just the commonplace that we have. A lot of people are getting hit by this. It's coming out of a lot of people's pockets. And Kigu, you make your own model, and you've been perfectly safe with that. You followed the TOS. I've been perfectly safe with it. I followed the TOS. So what's actually new? They're adding in a dividing line by saying VR chat models are exempt from it, while VTubers are going to be held to it. And a lot of people are like, VR chat and VTubers are basically the same thing. In fact, VR chat's getting worse and worse. You got people with strings on, oiled up, running around, and how is that allowed but us having, you know, like a little bit of hip showing or a little bit of chest showing an issue? I'm TOS compliant. It doesn't hit me, it doesn't bother me. For making new VR chat models of Tifa with huge badonkers. I've seen VR chat models of Jane Doe from ZZZ that are just bouncy in so many ways, getting used in like people shaking those models in front of the camera like it's a pair of keys, you know, and you know, that's not getting hit. But the people who have like a tan line over their chest, they're getting hit. The people who, her right here, like I said, her outfit that she got hit for was a full pajama set, which just had the tops exposed. And the tops are not supposed to be under the rules. Those are exempt under the rules. We just read the rules. Still got hit for it. Got denied on that too. on the hey, can we get that undone? Nope, actually enjoy the week. A person I know, Chromu, like I said, she has a kind of like chibi-ish model. She had her stream with her face like this. She got hit for youth safety for being this close and doing her birthday stream. And she was banned on her birthday, middle of a stream, got taken down while live, got denied. Enjoy your 7 days. You're not getting out of this. Enjoy the forever mark on your channel. Yeah. How is that youth safety? Again, I go back to my joke. How is this youth safety of being this close to the camera? Is the safety against the youth the fact that you're getting older so you're no longer a youth? Is that the youth safety? Growing old? A lot of things in the rule set feels like a double standard whenever they add in the terms VR chat model and VTuber model. Again, it's all the same. PNGs, live 2D, whatever I am, VR chat models, it's all the same. It's all VTuber models. Rightfully mad about the VR chat exemption. How is other VR tubing applications supposed to be complete when the one VTubing application gets special rules? Exactly. No, it's a double standard that the people are upset about. That's the issue. Is nobody's saying, oh, I'm losing out on this because I can't do this. They're like, okay, well, you're hitting us for this. Why are you not hitting the other people for this? And like I said, I've said it multiple times now, there's been so many examples posted of people breaking this rule, and their streams are still up. They've been up for months. They've been doing this for months. And we've seen examples of Twitch staff and stuff following those accounts and just having them on their front pages. These accounts are on the front pages. It's favoritism. It's double standards. Can't even grasp the reason behind what the exception is. They say that VR chat is a game, and so they're game models, so that doesn't actually count. But VTubing is a software, and that's you, so that's what counts. They willfully neglect to acknowledge the fact that the VR chat models are being piloted by the people, and so it actually is them. And that's exactly what VTubing is it's piloting a model. They're on Dan Clancy's front page. They are. They are. Now, I don't follow accounts like that, so they're not on my page. I've curated my front page to mainly be VTubers, and not the kind that are getting shown as the examples, you know? You can absolutely curate it if you do it right, but the moment I log out of my account, it's instantly all over the front page. It's so embarrassing when he's posting videos and he shows how big of a gooner he is. It's true, our boss is a fucking gooner, and he's giving special exceptions to his favorites. It's favoritism, it's double standards, and that's what people are mad about. People aren't mad about the hips. People aren't mad that, oh no, I can no longer, I can no longer show my thighs, my butt on the model. It's always been in the rules that you couldn't, but why are you striking a particular group, putting them under the microscope in the rules by calling them out specifically and being like, hey, this applies to you too, while not doing something about everybody else who was already breaking the rules, who a lot of the VTubers who have outfits like that were just like, okay, nobody else is getting hit by this, I guess I'll make an outfit similar to this. You'd like to see a stream with Dan chatting with Subi or something? That'd be interesting. He did a stream recently, or is it upcoming? But he's supposed to be having a interview with Shy Lily, and Lily was asking for people to put in questions on whether or not was asking for people for questions like, hey, what should we ask Dan? What topics do we talk about? And I can almost guarantee you those are going to get cherry picked. It's going to get cherry picked to hell and back, and we're not going to have any of the hard-hitting questions. I have a feeling that Twitch staff is going to cherry pick the hell out of that, say, okay, you can't ask them that, you can't do this. Ask them these ones are approved, and then that's going to happen like that. I prefer Dan over whatever we had before. Dan's all right. I do like Dan. He's all right. He actually engages. Yeah. There's a video of him at TwitchCon. He tried to pick up another streamer, and he fucking dropped her on her head while trying to like pick her up. And it's on Twitter somewhere. I sent the link to Phelps, but I forgot Phelps is Brazilian and couldn't see it. Lily's fine and all, but Subi has unique point of view, being a dev, one of the biggest YouTuber applications. See, and I think that unique point of view is what's going to keep them from getting the proper interviews done with the proper people. I feel like it's going to be mainly focused on streamers, where they can sort of hold the... Let's see, well, if you play ball, you get to be seen with the boss, you get to be on the front page, and if you don't, then slowly your offers are gonna slowly dry up, and we don't know what's happening there. Streamer 2 though, like I said, I think the unique point of view is going to be what the defining factor is on that. Also, send me a link. I want to see. I would like to see her stream. After learning of this, VTubers spoke out against the policy, arguing that they'd have to commission new models, a pricey and time-consuming venture for streamers whose existing avatars don't meet the site's newer guidelines. Some even accused Twitch of hating them, with one lashing out after receiving a sexual content warning due to her avatar wearing a pajama onesie with some cleavage showing was hit. Blast it my way. Thank you. Again, she was in a full onesie with just the tops showing like that. Without seeing the bottom half of this outfit is fully compliant right here. I don't know what the bottom of this is, but from the bust up, this is a fully compliant outfit. And this is what it was with the onesie. It was a fully compliant outfit. It should not have been struck, and it did. We spoke to Twitch to get clarification of its attire policy in the wake of a recent criticism, and they said simply that they want the rules to be as easy to follow as possible. And from just looking at it, it seems like a lot of us are in agreement that the wording is muddy and needs better clarification, that we would actually like visual examples of what's allowed and what's not. And it's very, very blurry on what they're allowing and what they aren't allowing, because there's a double standard very firmly written into the rules now, saying if you're a VTuber, you follow this, and if you're a VR streamer, you get the free pass on this. They've firmly put in a line in the sand there, and have discriminated between the two different model types. By sharing this additional information, our goal is to make it clear where our enforcement lies. And you didn't even share it properly. You added in the line of VTubers, you also are gonna get you're also gonna get to do this rule too. Oh, but the VR chatters, they get exempt from the rule. That's the only thing you said. You did not make it clear or not. I don't think a VTuber has once thought that they could get away with showing nothing. By sharing the additional information, our goal is to make it clear where our enforcement lines are, and to take out the guesswork for our community. You really did not. You really did not. You told us a very range of where you would like us to not show, but you did not provide any visual examples, and you just said, all right, these are the rules. Hey, VTubers, yeah, you guys follow them. We do want to clarify that we haven't changed any of our community guidelines. We just share more examples of what behavior violates the rules, so that those rules are easier to follow and ideally less likely to trip people up. People are still getting tripped up. It's been a couple of days since that, and people are still getting banned and tripped up and wondering what the hell happened, where they went wrong. And a lot of people, when they ask for the example, Twitch was supposed to recently put out an example system where if you get hit, you get timed out, or not timed out, if you get hit and you get like banned for a week or suspended, they're supposed to tell you what you did. A lot of people are being told, no, we're not going to tell you what you did. This is the rule you broke, and that's it. That's all you get to know. Twitch went on to state that its entire policy is equally applicable to human streamers and VTuber alike. It is not equally applicable to humans. We know this for a fact, that humans get away with far, far, far more stuff. Although they didn't confirm if it applies to swimsuit or swimwear or pools and beaches environments. However, Twitch's community guidelines do state that swimwear, short shorts, and bodysuits are permitted as long as they completely cover the genitals and don't show an outline. You forgot that part. Meaning that VTubers should be okay to stream with exposed hips in such clothing. But they're not, though. They are still getting banned for it. And again, we keep going back to hips. Exposed hips. Everybody keeps pointing at the hips. In fact, we have a ton of people shaking their hips on Twitter, showing off their model with as little the clothing on as possible, saying, ooh, post hips to scare Twitch. That's not helping anything. And in fact, I think you're just going to make it worse. I think you guys are going to make it far, far worse. It's kind of like whenever we had the artistic nudity thing pop up, and instantly people started doing their models with zero clothing on, and just instantly within a week killed that, got it removed, no longer allowed. Too many people push lines, and too many people like to do the haha, look at me for views, give me my engagement, I'm funny, when they're not. You're not scaring Twitch, you're just making it worse for the people who would like to actually get things fixed or get things clarified. Above all else, Twitch emphasized the importance of VTubing community on its platform, and said that they welcome feedback regardless of enforcement notes. They absolutely have not welcomed feedback at all. They've been an entire brick wall when trying to talk to them. A lot of people are being told, we're not going to tell you what you did wrong. A lot of people are being ignored as well. I've seen so many calls for Twitch to explain stuff, and they get nothing in response. And people ask them, have they emailed you? And they say, no. Or one person said, yeah, actually they did email me, and they told me they weren't going to tell me why they banned. Only they stated the rule for which they banned. Even though they do have that implemented system now where they're supposed to tell you. We want to get this right and appreciate all feedback, as VTubers are and will always be really valued part of the Twitch community, they said. You know, we have a VTuber right now who's the #1 most subscribed of all time on this platform, and she didn't get there without a struggle, I should say. Mousy is fantastic. Mousy is wonderful. And before she got there, she had to face speed bumps of, you know, getting her channels deleted over on YouTube, dealing with a lot of hate from other real life streamers who were just like, your thing is AI. You're not real. You're just a man with a voice changer. Why is that always the go-to? Why is that always the go-to for them is 35-year-old man with a voice changer? I'm shrinking it down to this. I'll use this later. We're going to get rid of that. We're done with the article. We're done with the articles, I should say. I don't know. I feel like a lot of flesh tubers, a lot of humans get away with a lot more stuff. There's a clear separation of what's allowed and what's not between the 3D and the 2D, and there's zero clarification on things that are muddled, things that are needing to be explained more. And they do need to be explained more. I think a good first step would be to give visual aids when it comes to trying to explain things that are not allowed on the site. That way people can't argue, people can't be like, oh, but, you know, this person's doing this. Okay, well, you know what, that person shouldn't be doing that. You should probably actually also get them, but they're not. Going to go through here and get rid of those. Automata is great for catching things, but it's not great about actually banning the accounts that do it. Raven, are you still here? Oh, wait, hold on. I need to... There we go. That'll be for later. I'll post that in the Discord later. We're gonna have an out of context thing, which, honestly, we should have had that from day one. I feel like there's a lot of out of context stuff we missed that we could have fun with. It'll confuse a lot of people. But okay. That's it for my yapping session. I have no mouth for a reason. And you've been hearing me do a lot of complaining, but not a lot of screaming for that reason. So I have no mouth. I must scream. I can't. Let's do more of this. Let's actually get Horror Month going. Shall we? Let's move over here. I turned off my stinger, that way I could... I'll go right here. I turned off my stinger, that way I could avoid getting encoder errors while doing this, because I didn't want to be live and then suddenly have so many errors happening. And it did happen anyway. So expect next time on Friday we'll have our stinger back. Turn you on and back to the lovely game with the subject matter. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Also, if you notice, I changed my horns. It's now my, they're not my red horns anymore. They're my troll horns, but they kind of look like candy corn, which is why I went with them. And yes, I do mean those kind of trolls, the Homestuck trolls. I was a Homestuck. I have a Homestuck form. I have a Homestuck troll form. The troll mode redeem will change my model to it. Theoretically, if it's working right now. But let's hope I did this all right with the setup. We should spawn in, and it should take us to the end of Ted's route, which is where I saved, because I did something different there, and I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to let this play while I put my phone up to charge. Is it me or is there like no sound for this? There should be sound for this. Oh, Jesus Christ, Rapture. That's what happened. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I would be also terrified. Okay, there we go. Why is this off? This should not be off. Imagine having a mouth, right? Why was all of that off? But yeah, damn. That just happened to your neighbor. Holy shit. Let's save. That way it can try and save that. The volume fine? So, what I did different. Last time we just escaped, right? We just came up here, we broke the mirror, and we left, right? This time, I thought about it, and I thought about... Because when we did this the first time, we did Ted first, and then we did the doctor second, right? Well, we learned from the doctor that there's this whole thing, right? Where they had this thing where if you look into a mirror, you see your true self. And it does things to people. We talked to the demon, and he says Am does things based off of something that one of your friends did. And I think that was a reference to Nimdok. So I definitely think Nimdok should have been played before we did Ted. I did that out of order, I guess, even though there shouldn't be any order. And so thinking about that, I applied the Nimdok logic. I took the mirror, and I showed it to the devil. And he was so enamored in himself that he just decided to climb in the mirror. So right now what we have is a mirror with the devil in it. If I look at it, actually, if I look at the mirror.
The devil's trapped inside the mirror. I wonder how long it will hold him.
So we didn't get that before. I never tried that before. So that's new. So I'm going to use the mirror on the circle to see if we could put the devil in the circle with Surgat.
What happened? How did I get trapped with this demon?
I brought you some company, Surgat.
Brought you some company, Surgat.
That was damn stupid, human. Hell, you're not even human anymore. Not exactly. Not with being kept alive forever just to be tortured over and over again. Who do you think is responsible for that?
Why, Am's responsible.
Why, Am's responsible for our suffering.
Not just Am. He's clever, but he doesn't do much original thinking. He works best with outside research. Research that one of your party carried out.
You're ruining
Yeah, he
everything.
said that
Shut
again
up.
as well.
You shut up. One word to the boss and your little game's over before you can say holy Moses. I should strangle you now and save Am the trouble.
Don't you even think of touching me, you backstabbing demon! I'm the established character.
I'm not a backstabbing
You're
demon.
not even supposed to be here. When this sequence ends, somebody will be expunged.
Human, dead. Let me out of this circle. In return,
Human,
I will open
Ted.
the gates to the surface world. I'm part of the big machine. I can do this. Let me out before this pompous oaf bores me to death.
Alright then. Open the gate to the surface world. I wanna see what it looks like before I erase the circle.
Open the gate to the surface world first, and then I'll erase the circle.
Not to worry, human. I always uphold my end of the bargain. Here you are.
Oh.
But bring your
Oh,
radiation
God.
suit. I never promised you paradise, just the surface world.
Enough of this turgid passion.
Oh, hi, Em.
There's no more to accomplish.
There's no more to accomplish here. I didn't press anything, it just sort of cut that off there.
Too bad, Dad. Writhe in sweet agony. Knowledge. The surface is no longer habitable to your kind. No, not ever again. Who among you shall go next?
Alright. So, we have Benny, we have Ellen, and we have Gorister. Do we want to take any... I'll save that now here. And, I don't think I could turn the voices up. Do we have any request between Benny, Ellen, and Gorister? Because we started with Ted, and we started going down this way. I think I would just continue down... No. Hiccup. I think I would just continue down this way, if that's the case. So, I would probably go with Benny, personally. But if anybody wants to see any of the other stories first, now's the time. And, actually, it's been about 2.5 hours of just yapping and stuff. I'm going to actually take a quick idle break. Which one? Gorister. Yeah, it's let me look that up. It's Gorrister. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick little idle break. We might run some ads if we can. No, we can, okay. So, for those of you who don't have a sub, you guys will be subjected to that, but that means we could turn off pre-rolls for everybody else. And for those who don't, you guys can enjoy the lovely art done by members of our community. So, I'll be right back. Ow, 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 ow. Hello, hello. I'm back. Much to your dismay. Did my game just crash? I think it did. It absolutely crashed. Oh, the stream crashed too. Oh, lovely. I didn't get to see. That's a shame. Well, hopefully this stream will come back soon. Okay. It seems like we're doing this again. Come on. Come back. Alright, cool. Alright. The game did crash. Am I dropping frames? I am dropping frames. Trying to fix it. It's doing the turn off and turn on back thing again, where it's just flipping between 0 and a number, and it's not actually staying stabilized anymore. I'm trying to get it stable. I have a feeling that switching between scenes is what did it. Trying to get it back. Yeah, I'll also pause this. You gotta sleep anyway. Alright, Tilty, good night. Thank you for the good luck wish. Good night, good night. I think I fixed it. Might have fixed it. Who knows? I'm not gonna jinx it by saying it's a fact that it did. But okay. I think we're good now. Let's get back to the game. It did crash fully. But thankfully we saved like right before. So I could just skip through that again. If I need to. I don't think... Did I save on the menu? Menu? I should have done these horns from the start. Not even gonna lie. I should have just done these horns from the start. There we go. Now I can see. Here we go. I think we're just gonna go down the list. And we're gonna go right to Benny. I wanna hear his speech.
Which of you five
Oh.
would like to
Oh, apparently doing that just skips the entire thing. That's a shame. Never mind. You don't get to hear Am's speech. Alright. I have no J. No J, must K. Let's go down the list. Let's go with Benny. Oh, God.
Benny, you know, has been my favorite torture tool. Well, I'm giving you now the chance to I'll even repair your brain so that you can think normally again and savor the horror of your repast.
Why does he hate Benny so much?
The cavern isn't like any of the others Am has sent me to. It's full of life, not death.
Okay. Let's take a look at some stuff, right? Bottom steps, top of steps. We have some caves, we have fire, full of life, a weird alien design, something there. Is that like a core? Let's look at the bottom
It's
of the
about
steps.
100 feet down to the cavern floor. Maybe there's some food down there.
Well, look at the top of the steps.
These steps lead up out of the cavern. Is Am tempting me with a chance to escape?
Let's look at the cave.
Is that fire in those caves along the cavern wall? God, what I would give for some barbecued ribs.
It seems like a running thing. It seems like a running thing is people being hungry all the time or sleepy. I'm surprised they haven't resorted to cannibalism. And again, mind you, this is a blind playthrough. This is a first-time play. So I have no clue what actually happens in the book. I will be listening to the audiobook after I've done with this game, so I can see how it compares. If the book was public domain, I would have loved to read this book. I would love to do this book as a book club, because we haven't done one in, I think, about almost a year or two. I think it was last October that we did one. We need to do another book club. Maybe we'll do one in November. I think I know which book I'll do. We'll get that scheduled out there. I don't think we can click anything else. Should we try to escape or should we go for food? Benny is hungry. Let's look at the book first. Cannibalism. Oh, cannibalism is a running thing. Okay. Has been practiced in numerous cultures throughout human history, usually to denigrate enemies or to acquire the qualities of the victim. However, modern cultures consider to be practiced to be deplorable, even when human flesh is eaten out of necessity. That's how you get a Wendigo. I think that's the first time we've had a book with 2 pages. Everybody else has just had the 1-page book. Okay. Let's go down. Oh! Oh, he just...
You son of a bitch! You've cleared my mind but crippled my legs. I can barely walk.
He just fell down the stairs. Oh. Oh my god, that was funny. Oh, that's just too funny. Can you go back up it?
I'm in no shape for climbing back up.
You crippled his mind, yet he can talk perfectly fine. Look at the trees,
This
maybe?
looks like a tree from far away, but it's just more of that computer-generated crap.
Goddamn computer-generated trees. Look at the caves.
Is that fire in those caves along?
Okay, we already heard that. I use the tree?
I don't know what to do with this.
No, okay, we do not know what to do with the tree. Okay, you can walk the path, maybe? Do we go that path or that path? We cannot walk that path, okay. It is only this path. I don't think we can walk the cave. Let's go to this path.
This graveyard gives me the creeps. I feel as though the dead could speak.
Look at them. Murphy, Tuttle, Thomas.
This is the grave of Murphy, one of my old commandos, killed in the war.
Okay, Tuttle.
This is Tuttle's grave.
Oh, it
He
is
lost
actually
his
said
life
Tuttle.
while under my command.
And Thomas.
Thomas is buried here. I'd almost forgotten my life in the army before Am came to power.
We have a river. And we have a
What is
fence.
this fence here? What's out there in the jungle? Maybe something to eat.
Can we walk to the fence? We're already at the fence. Look at the grave, maybe? They said it looks like you talked to them. Can I talk to
I
them?
guess I haven't given you any reason to speak to me after what I did to you.
No? Talk to Tuttle?
Are the other graves as deathly silent as this one?
How about Thomas?
Are the other graves as
Thomas.
deathly silent as this one?
No, okay. Can we use the grave? No. Can we use the fence?
I don't see any opening in the fence, and I'm too crippled to climb over.
I can't believe he threw him down the stairs. That's actually funny. You just like fell like Peter from Family Guy. Just. Okay, they will let me click on the cave.
The smell of food cooking nearby. only
There is
makes it
actually
hurt
food just
worse.
right up there on top of that. Twine.
Some of the twine around the baskets came loose.
Can I pull it down?
I can't shake any fruit loose from the baskets.
Do it again. Get that fruit.
I can't shake any fruit loose from
You
the
didn't even try it
baskets.
that time. Use the
Out
basket.
of reach. Like most things Am tempts me with.
Can you use that
Out of
basket?
reach.
No?
Like most things Am tempts me with.
Alright, let's look at some stuff, right?
I'll bet those baskets are full of food. Some of the twine around.
No. Okay. I think it's gonna be just the
I'll
same.
bet those.
Yep. We have cave, 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 and cave painting. Look at the ladder, maybe?
This is the only way up to the next row of caves.
Can I use the ladder?
I can't climb up the ladder. My legs are too crippled.
Okay, fine. Let's go into here. I'm gonna save before I make a choice as to walk into there. Continue playing.
I don't know what to do with this. So much for the friggin' welcome wagon.
Can I talk to you? No. I walk to this cave.
Impressive. Someone important must live here. There's a video screen built into the cave wall.
Okay. What about that bag?
A bag. Maybe there's food in it.
Don't open that yet. Look at the guy.
This
Elder.
old fart looks too scrawny to be gathering nuts and berries. He must be the village elder or something.
Now let's talk to him maybe before we use that bag.
I can't
Piba.
understand his
I
language,
understand
but
Piba.
He seems to be welcoming me to the village.
Can I use the bag?
I can't figure out what I want to do with this.
No. Can I take the bag?
I can barely carry myself.
Okay. Can I swallow the bag?
I'm not that hungry.
You're not that hungry, huh? Okay.
I can't understand.
Fuma Piba. Let's keep checking the caves.
This looks like a, what did they used to call them? Single-parent household. Probably depend upon the generosity of the rest of the village. Friggin' welfare parasites.
I don't think we're allowed to say that on TOS. Alright, let's look at some stuff. Pot of food.
What's cooking in this pot?
Can we look at the screen?
This video screen has been tampered with. There are wires hanging out of it.
How about the hole?
This looks like a good hiding place.
Probably for the kid. Bed.
A bed made out of vines. Looks comfortable enough.
Can we talk to them?
That son of a bitch Am ripped out my vocal cords years ago.
You're not allowed to say it, but the game is.
That son of a bitch Am ripped out my vocal cords years ago.
It's not on the prohibited list. Can I use the soup then?
Hurts! Hurts! Hurts!
Oh, he's spitting up blood. Oh no.
This swill's made of transistors and springs.
Oh, that's what's in there. Okay. Can I use the bed?
I'm too hungry to sleep.
Too hungry. How about the hole?
There's nothing in the hole.
Okay, fine. We'll go check this last one.
This cave is larger than the others.
Ooh.
It's a goddamn supermarket.
Hello, sir.
Blondie only seems to be interested in guarding the food.
And look at the baskets.
Blondie here won't let me near the food.
Okay. Can I use anything here? Pictographs.
These people are even more backwards than those gooks in Southeast Asia.
Oh, you're definitely not allowed to say that. You're definitely
Primitive.
not allowed to say that one. Bad. Bad, Benny.
Blondie here won't.
Also, how is he blonde? He's bald. Jeez, sis, Benny. Yeah, you know what? No wonder you're getting punished here. Right, left. Last time we checked right. Let's check right again.
A fruit tree. It's been years since I've tasted real fruit. Am once coaxed me into marching across 1,000 miles of ice to reach a stockpile of canned peaches, only to discover that he didn't give me a can opener.
Oh. Could you not just break the canned peaches open on a rock? Or sharpen a rock and then stab it open? Look at the fruit.
This fruit looks ripe and sweet.
Okay. How about the tree?
There's so much fruit growing on this tree. It must be the village's food source.
I have a feeling we're gonna, like, pluck one of these fruits, and
It's too high off the ground for me to reach.
it's gonna, like, knock the tree down, and they're gonna just get pissed at us.
I can't figure out what...
Okay, not use, take. Look at the fruit.
This fruit looks ripe and sweet.
I have food. Can I eat it?
Hurts! Hurts! Hurts!
No.
I coughed up blood the last time I bit into this fruit.
Okay, we can't eat the fruit.
There's so much fruit growing on this tree. It must be the village's food source.
Okay. Oh. Well then. There's that path. And then this one again. Is there anything I... Oh, the fruit's back. Hey, I want that. That's mine. Can I trade it to the big guy? Can I use the fruit on you?
I can't figure out what I want to do.
No, okay.
This is the cave.
Would you stop looking at things and walk into them? How about you?
I can't figure out.
No? How about you?
I can't figure out.
No? Okay. Oh wait, no, give.
This woman is plainly starving, but she'd rather me give the food to her son.
Okay, I could do that. I kept using use and not give. Here you go, kid.
Oh, thank you for food.
How am I talking if my vocal cords are ripped out? I'm very hungry.
I am very hungry. Where can I get some food?
There is fruit in Food Cave. It comes from the trees.
We can't eat that fruit.
I tried eating the fruit. It only made me sick.
You bleed when you eat. When I was young and not so different, my mother chewed it for me first and then fed me.
How are we able
How
to
are
talk?
we
That's a
able
good
to
question.
talk?
I learned to talk using am screen. I am smart, but villagers think smart is defective. I wish I were strong, so then they would give me food too.
Defective?
Defective? That's tough.
Sometimes. But I am spared lottery. Villagers are afraid of me.
Lottery? What the fuck's the lottery?
What lottery?
It's like
Villagers hold lottery to
the
choose
lottery from Fallout New
sacrifices
Vegas?
to Am.
It is. Look like you don't
You
eat
look
very
like
much.
you don't eat very much.
Mother and I not allowed in Food Cave. Villagers are afraid of me and let me starve.
Oh.
How long have these sacrifices been going on?
The sacrifice to Am machine goes on many long years. The very different must go to him soon. Not many villagers left.
Why do they sacrifice their own people to Am?
One is sacrificed, so Am does not hurt all.
What are these sacrifices like?
The sacrifice to Am hurts very bad. There are better ways to die. Almost any way is better.
Are the victims buried in the graveyard?
I know nothing
Victims?
about
What?
graveyard.
How did we get there?
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later.
Well, we know where food is. We know where food is. There's food here. It seems like that's infinitely spawning. They said the mother
This is the
looked.
cave where the
They said the mother looked hungry as well. So what if we give her one too?
amazing. This
Oh,
one
God.
digested the food and then regurgitated it.
She's
back.
baby birding me. No,
It's young.
no, bad, gross. I talk to her now.
That son of a bitch Am.
Talk to the child though. I'm getting very tired. That's new.
I am getting very tired.
You now family. You use our bed. Go sleep.
Okay. Can I save here first though? I want to try something. The aspect ratio is correct. I know. Just for you. You asked me to. Never mind. Okay. Fuck it. I guess we're using the bed.
That sleep wasn't nearly long enough.
Ah, we got food and we got sleep. So far, Benny's looking pretty good compared to the others. Alright. Hey, kid. Where'd your mom go? Where's your mom?
Where is your mother?
She go to altar to help choose Am's sacrifice.
She's gonna pick you, isn't she?
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later. The
Altar.
village is quiet today.
Too quiet. Ooh.
The village elder must be out gathering food.
Okay. Ah, you're still here. Gathering food? Not from the tree. Probably not over here either, right? No. Maybe over here? No. Well, there's this path we didn't actually check ever.
Why is everyone
Oh.
gathered around the altar?
Look at the altar.
Nothing but twisted wiring and recycled plastic. What's with the ropes on the crossbeams? Looks like they're used for holding someone captive.
Definitely a crucifix. Can I talk to anybody? Sentry and the Elder.
Why is everyone The old fart seems to be in charge here.
Okay, can we talk to the Sentry?
Latana Shama Halt!
He doesn't want me to interfere with the sacrifice.
Okay, can we talk to him? Why are we at the altar?
Tatacho Shama Am.
Looks like some kind of lottery. That's the mutant child's mother.
Oh. Why is she being tied to the altar?
Wocho Shanan.
It looks like she's been chosen to be sacrificed.
Oh. Ask if you can eat her instead. No. Benny, no. No.
Wita Fuma Piba.
Piba.
It sounds like he'll let me watch.
Amvila Tajo. I am the great and powerful. You didn't bring me Toto, but I accept the chosen one. You shall not feel my wrath today. Am I swell?
Toto. Oh, Jesus
Judas
Christ.
Am Am blasted her to bits.
Wait, is she a
What am I going
robot?
to do for food now?
That was the lady who puked food into my mouth so I could eat it.
There's
Debris.
burnt plastic and twisted metal where bits and pieces of the woman should be.
Okay, she's
I wonder if
definitely
they're
a
going to
robot.
bury the remains.
Can I... Okay. Piba.
Am Shaba Hoopa.
The old
Koopa.
bastard seems happy that Am has spared the village, at least until the next lottery.
Watana Shinta.
I don't think he understands what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Look at that one more time.
There's burnt plastic and twisted metal where bits and pieces of the woman should be. I wonder if they're going to bury the remains.
Can I take it?
There's nothing here I can eat.
Can I use it?
There's nothing here I can eat.
No. Okay. Can I use the altar?
There's something sinister about this altar. I shouldn't be worshipping here.
Okay. Peace, I'm out. Should we tell the kid his mom died? I feel like we owe it to him. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry, kid. Your mom
I'm
died.
sorry. Your mother is dead.
I know. Me sorry too. She only want to care for me. Except you.
So,
What will happen to you?
No food. No safe from lottery. Either way, not good.
why don't... I can't care for you. I have my own problems. Why don't you run?
Why don't you run away from here?
Bad idea to run. Villagers hunt me down. Become sacrificed to
Okay.
AM machine.
Now,
I can't care for you. I have my own problems.
You care. You may not do anything, but you care.
me no. I wish I could stop the lottery.
I wish I could stop the lottery from taking place.
Many villagers go to old man for ideas. Too bad he not friend.
Old man? What do you mean, old man?
Look, I'll do what I can, but no promises.
Thank you. I promise for you.
I won't promise, but I'll promise for you. Old man? What do you mean, old man?
Looks like it's empty.
Did this cave change? We definitely entered this cave before.
It's damp in here. At least the fire's warm.
Why is the fire damp?
There's a video screen. It's
Cradle.
like a primitive cradle. It's empty. I wonder where the baby is. Jesus, I'm hungry.
Oh god, he's gonna eat a baby, isn't he?
Vines. I wonder if they're edible.
Take the vines.
It's not just built into the wall. It's part of the wall.
Take the cradle.
I can barely carry my...
Take the fire.
It's too hot.
I'm glad they gave him that as a dialogue.
This is where
Okay, no. I guess we didn't go into that one.
the village elder must be out gathering food.
Can I take the bag? Oh. Look at the bag.
This bag is full of many white marbles and one black one.
Music played. Usually that means we're doing good. That's right, we're making a second save. What did you do? What did you do? Rapture. I don't know where else to go. Could we go back here? Is it a urine thing? It might be a urine thing. I'm not showing any dropped frames. Right now we're at a pretty solid thing. Is anybody else having issues? Or is it just Rapture? Ooh.
left me for dead. in
Oh,
the
we can talk
field.
to him.
The bullet in my brain came from your gun.
What can I prove? That
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us proof of
it's
your
not on my
newfound
end. Okay. Proof. Okay.
My tour of duty was almost over. But because I knew your secret, you held my head under the paddy water until I drowned. Your secret died with me. And
Soon
soon
it
it
will
will
die with you. What can I prove?
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Show us that you're able to think of someone other than yourself.
I tried to help, Brickman, but you'd have none of that. If you couldn't carry your own weight, then you were worth more dead than alive, and anyone willing to carry some extra weight was a liability.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us evidence that you have some sympathy for others.
Okay. Can I talk to them about the marble bag?
I've learned to be compassionate to those who suffer.
With what happened at the altar, you haven't changed any that I can see, Commander. I should put a bullet in your brain, just like you did to me.
Oh.
I have the lottery bag. No more villagers will be sacrificed.
Show the lottery bag to Thomas.
Okay.
This is not a good hiding place.
Can I give it to him?
I can't bury this. The ground's too hard.
No.
I've learned to protect the weak and helpless.
The coward who let that woman die on the altar is the same coward who killed me in my sleep. You're going to die a coward, too.
I have the lottery bag. No more villagers will be sacrificed.
You prove that you're capable of caring for others, and that's worth something.
Place the lottery bag into the earth. We will guard it.
We forgive you for what you've done to us, but we can't speak for your most tragic.
Okay.
Brickman's grave is under those vines.
Do I have to dig for it? Do I... Those vines.
Vines. I wonder if they're edible.
Use the vines?
Here it is. Brickman's grave.
Hello, Brickman.
Hello, Commander. I'm not exactly happy to see you again. I last saw your face just before I got it right between the eyes.
I don't blame you for hating me.
I don't blame you for hating me, Brickman.
You don't blame me? You did this to me. You murdered me because I didn't measure up to your standards. Then you killed the witnesses.
Oh.
I stopped the lottery from happening. Doesn't that prove I now have compassion?
You might have changed.
Oh. I accidentally clicked it. What can I do to
What
make
can I do
amends,
to make
Brickman?
amends to you, Brickman?
You have to bury the past, Commander.
What do you mean by that? Talk to me again.
What can I do to make amends?
You have to.
What did he mean by this? Tuttle, do you have anything?
For you, Commander.
These men never supported me like this under my old command.
Bury the past.
We're behind you all the way, Commander.
These men...
Have courage, Commander.
We support you.
These men never supported me like this under my old command.
Okay. What do you mean, bury the past? I'm gonna go check on that kid. Nelder's back. Can we go into here? No. Can we go into here?
I buried the lottery bag where no one will ever find it.
No lottery means new way to choose victim. I'm more scared now.
Oh. Whoops.
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later.
Okay. Do we go here?
He's motioning towards the video monitor.
Okay.
There's a video screen built into the cave wall.
Yes, we know that.
Speaking in the third person, Am, which is I, Am is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I, will spare the village, his, that is to say my, wrath for today. I have, as I said before, spoken.
He's motioning towards the...
Speaking in the third person, Am, which is I, Am is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I, will spare the village, his, that is to say my, wrath for today. I have, as I said before, spoken.
What do we do now? It's not here. Do we use this one?
Gather food, but don't give any of it to the deviant. He's not part of the community.
Gather food. Am I the deviant? Use the screen.
Damn it! I can't use this.
Okay. Talk to the boy.
I am getting very tired.
You now family. You use our bed. Go sleep.
Never mind. I talk to you.
Blondie only seems to be interested in guarding the food.
Can I take the food anyway?
Blondie here won't let me near the food.
Can I push him?
Blondie here won't let me near the food.
No. Okay, never mind. Let's take a look at some stuff, maybe.
There's burnt plastic and twist. I wonder if they're going to bury...
Bury the past, they say. Can I bury her here?
There's nothing here I can eat. It's firmly rooted in the ground.
No, we can't do that.
There's nothing here I can... There's nothing here.
Okay. What the hell do we do? Our guy's still hungry. Our guy's still sleepy.
This is where the
Yes, I know that. Go in the damn cave.
The village elder must be out looking for his lottery bag.
Oh.
I need to go find some food.
Never mind.
I'll see you later.
Not him. Walk to over here. No, it's still here. Can I go over here? No. And not over there. Maybe we'll go back to the graves. Talk to him.
What can I do to make amends to you, Brickman?
You have to bury the past, Commander.
What do I do? What do I do? Pretty sure they won't let me push anybody's grave over. Let's look at.
Thomas is buried here. I'd almost forgotten my life.
Well, look at Brickman's grave. We haven't checked this one yet.
This is Brickman's grave.
Did we? Okay, I guess we did. Can I go up the stairs? I don't think so.
I'm in no shape for climbing.
Right. Look at the trees.
This looks like a tree from far away, but it's just more of that computer-generated crap.
No. Just some computer-generated trees. Go back to the caves. Not in here. Oh. Hello.
He's motioning toward.
Use the screen.
Speaking in the third person, Am, which is I, Am is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I
think
will
maybe we need to
spare
talk to the
village.
Graves before
His, that is
we
to say, my
get the
wrath
bag.
for today. I have, as I said before, spoken.
Okay. We might have to reload that.
Mana
Oh,
from heaven.
I can finally get it. Never mind.
This is the cave where.
Yes, I know that. I talk to you now? I have food.
I need to go
No.
find some food.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Can I...
I don't know what to.
Can I give this to you?
Oh, thank you for food.
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later.
Okay. Use the twine again. Do I get another?
Mana from heaven.
Take you. Hey, corpse lady, do you want some fruit? No. No, she don't want no fruit. Can I offer the Graves a nice juicy fruit? Can I use the fruit on
I
you?
don't know what to do.
Can I give the fruit to you?
I can't bury this. The ground's too hard.
I mean, the ground is too hard. Can I give it to you?
I can't bury this.
Give the fruit to Thomas again.
I can't bury.
I just buried it back there. What do you mean? Tuttle?
I can't bury
No,
this.
okay.
The ground's too hard.
How would we do that then?
This is Brickman's grave.
We can't climb up there. Not really much
I need
else.
to find the way to the caves first.
Can I go in here? Give the fruit to the fire. Cook it. Give the fruit to the elder?
He's not interested.
No. Can I give him the book?
He's not interested.
No, no book. Okay. The kid will eat the fruit, and we'll just have to get another one. What if I...
This is where the...
Go in the damn thing. Quit looking at it. What if I give it to him?
I think he wants me to put my fruit into a basket.
Okay.
Okay. Here's another piece of fruit to add to the collection, as if they need it anymore. I can't eat it anyway. Blondie won't let me...
Can I look around in here now?
This is enough food to feed an army. So why is it all locked up?
Because I don't want the kid to have it, right?
Blondie won't let me touch any of the food.
Okay, push the basket. No.
Blondie won't let me touch any of the food.
No, okay. Push the wood.
This wood doesn't look very tasty.
I take the wood.
This wood doesn't look very tasty.
I would like to take the wood.
This wood doesn't look very tasty.
I don't care how tasty the wood looks. I would like to take it. Get another fruit.
Mana from heaven.
Take that. Can I eat the fruit?
Hurts! Hurts! Hurts!
No. How does the fruit hurt him?
Ah, mana from heaven.
Oh, he just instantly took it. Okay. What do we do here? There's debris, there's junk, and there is
There's burnt plastic. I wonder if they're
junk, debris.
There's burnt. I wonder.
Is it the same?
There's burnt plastic.
It is, okay. Can I give the fruit to the altar? No. I feel like we tried that before already. Can I give the fruit to Am? Am, would you like a fruit? A nice fruit in your trying times.
I can't shake any fruit loose from the baskets.
Okay, so it's only a 1. Can I use the grave? No. Go back in there. I use the fruit on the grave.
I don't know what to do with this.
I give the fruit to him.
I can't bury this. The ground's too hard.
No. I wonder what I'm supposed to do. I feel like maybe we should reload this just to see.
Ah, mana from heaven.
Okay, so we haven't done the sleep yet, right?
Some kind of dwelling.
Walk
Looks
in
like it's
here.
empty.
No. I think I might have missed a step. I'm glad I made a second save.
Looks like some kind of altar.
Oh. Can I look at it now without, like...
Nothing but twisted wiring and... What's with the ropes on the crossbeam? Looks like they're used for holding someone captive.
Is there a way to not have the mom sacrificed? Is that the thing? Okay.
This is the case.
I wish it would quit defaulting to look. Can I give it to her?
Amazing. This
Okay.
woman digested the food and then regurgitated it back to me.
Like a baby bird. We know that we can sleep now that she's done that.
Ah,
Yeah, pick that up. There's no more here. No more here signifies we can shake that now. I guess we use the bed now. Go eat peas.
that sleep wasn't nearly long enough. I wonder where the boy's mother went.
Talk to him. Where's your mom?
Where is your mother?
She go to altar to help choose Am's sacrifice.
It's the altar
is that
for
altar in the jungle used for the sacrifices?
Yes, pieces of victim are scattered around it.
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later. The village is quiet today. Too quiet.
Okay, I feel like here is where we should save. Maybe we can steal the bag
village elder
first?
must be
No,
older
the bag
than
is
everyone
here.
else.
And I think the... Yeah, you're still here. But you're also there.
Why is everyone gathered around the altar?
No, you're different, okay. Can I talk to the graves first? Can I talk to you first?
I guess I haven't given you any...
No. Okay. So, she needs to die, then. In order to progress this. That part's a canon. That's a canon event.
Why is
Talk to him. That she'll start it.
Looks like some kind of lottery. That's the mutant child's mother.
Oh. Why are you doing that to her?
Wocho Shanan.
It looks like she's been chosen to be sacrificed.
Can I watch?
Wita Fuma Piba.
It sounds like he'll let me watch.
Amvila Tacho.
Peeba.
I am the great and powerful.
We do have to sit through that again? Okay.
Toto, but I accept the chosen one. You shall not feel my wrath today. My swelling.
Just melted her.
Judas Priest! Am blasted her to bits. What am I going to do for food now?
I like how his first thought was the food.
There's burnt plastic and twisted metal where bits and pieces of the woman should be. I wonder if they're going to bury the remains.
Bury the past. Bury the remains. What if we go here first? Instead of stealing the bag.
For dead in the field.
I've learned to be compassionate to those who suffer.
With what happened at the altar, you haven't changed any that I can see, Commander. I should put a bullet in your brain, just like you did to me.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us proof of your newfound empathy.
Give you proof, okay.
My tour of duty was almost over. But because I knew your secret, you held my head under the paddy water until I drowned. Your secret died with me.
What was his secret? Did he eat a baby and is that why he's always hungry?
I've learned that individuals shouldn't be sacrificed for the sake of the group.
From where I lie, you're still the same compassionless bastard who murdered me, allowing that woman to die on the altar.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Show us that you're able to think of someone other than yourself.
I tried to help, Brickman, but you'd have none of that. If you couldn't carry your own weight, then you were worth more dead than alive, and anyone willing to carry some extra weight was a liability.
I've
Learn
learned
to
to
protect
protect the weak
them.
and helpless.
The coward who let that woman die on the altar is the same coward who killed me in my sleep. You're going to die a coward, too.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us evidence that you have some sympathy for others.
Okay. Let's go over here.
Is that fire in those caves?
Walk to the cave. Stop looking at things. Let's talk to him first. I said talk to him, not walk to him.
I'm sorry. Your mother is dead.
I know. Me sorry too. She only wants to care for me. Except you.
What will happen to you?
No food. No safe room lottery. Either way, not good.
Why don't you run away from here?
Bad idea to run. Villagers hunt me down. Become sacrificed to Am machine.
I can't care for you. I have my own problems.
You care. You may not
We
do
know
anything,
stealing the
but
bag's
you
the right
care.
move, but
Me know.
I wanted to see. What if I...
wish
Oh,
I could
new
stop the
dialogue,
lottery from
okay.
taking place.
Many villagers go to old man for ideas. Too bad he not friend.
I wish I could
do
stop
you mean,
the lottery
old
from
man?
taking place.
Many villagers go to old man for ideas. Too bad he not friend.
Okay. I'll do what I can.
I'll do what I can, but no promises.
Thank you. I promise for you.
Go to his cave. Can I use this instead? Do I have to talk to you? Can I just skip that part?
Speaking in the third person, Am, which is I, Am is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I, will spare the village, his, that is to say my, wrath for today. I have, as I said before, spoken.
Okay. I can't steal that until he's gone. But when will he be gone? Surely it's not just a pop in and out, is it? No, okay. Let's talk to him. Talk to him.
He's motioning toward.
We already know that.
There's a video.
Speaking in the third person, Am, which is I, Am is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I, will spare the village, his, that is to say my, wrath for today. I have, as I said before, spoken.
Okay. I gotta walk over here.
Blondie only seems to be interested in guarding the food.
Not here. Not here, is it? No. Not over here. Take the debris.
There's nothing here I can eat.
He's worried about food a lot. Talk to kid.
I wish I could.
Many villagers go to old man for ideas. Too bad he not friend.
Look,
I'll do what I
I'll
can.
do what I can, but no promises.
Thank you.
Well, what the heck do we do? He's still here. Do we go back and talk to the graves? I talked to the graves.
What can I?
Give us evidence.
Can I give this to you?
I can't figure out. I can't bury this.
No, okay. I'm highly confused on what I'm supposed to do here. Because he was here at one point, now he's not. Or he was gone at one point.
The village elder must be out gathering food.
Okay. Well, now I take that. There goes the "you did well" chime. So now we save here. And last time we went to the graves, what if we went to the kid this time? I don't know.
I don't think he understands.
I stole the lottery
I
bag.
stole the lottery bag from the village elder.
You brave. You have lottery bag. But you must hide it or they find.
Okay, I stole the lottery bag.
Lottery bag from the village elder.
You brave. You have lottery bag. But you must hide it or they find.
Okay. Hide it. Now we know we can put it over here. Talk to.
I have the lottery bag. No more villagers will be sacrificed.
Show the lottery bag to Thomas.
Show it to Thomas. How about I show it to Tuttle?
I have the lottery bag. No more villagers will be sacrificed.
Interesting. Thomas will want to see it.
Okay. Talk to Thomas.
I have the lottery bag. No more villagers will be sacrificed.
You prove that you're capable of caring for others, and that's worth something.
Place the lottery bag into the earth. We will guard it.
We forgive you for what you've done to us, but we can't speak for your most tragic victim. Brickman's grave is under those vines.
I use the vines now.
Here it is. Brickman's grave.
I talked to Brickman.
Hello, Commander. I'm not exactly happy to see you again. I last saw your face just before I got it right between the eyes.
I don't blame you for hating me, Brickman.
You don't blame me? You did this to me. You murdered me because I didn't measure up to your standards. Then you killed the witnesses.
I have something to plant on your... That's new.
I have something to plant on your grave.
Last, some compassion. Now I can finally rest in peace.
So that's the compassion he wants. We came here with the fruit last time and it didn't go through like that, so what the hell's the difference now? Because we talked to him and it only said that he needed us to bury the past.
Rest in peace.
We're behind you all the way.
These men...
Look at that flower.
Those flowers make Brickman's grave seem so peaceful.
Okay. Well, now what? We'll check on the elder. Hello, elder.
He's motioning towards the video monitor.
No, we already know what's going to happen there. Let's talk to the kid. I buried the bag.
lottery bag.
Nobody will
no one
find it.
Ever find it.
No lottery means new way to choose victim. I'm more scared now.
Okay. Only two options: get tired or go get food.
I am getting very tired.
You now family. You use our bed. Go sleep.
Okay, fine. Eben does sound pretty good.
The boy's still here. I wonder when the next sack...
That's new dialogue.
I need to go find some food.
No more
See you
dialogue with him.
later.
Okay. Oh. Are they over here? No. We'll check on the elder. Oh, mouse stopped moving. Follow the elder.
He's motioning towards the video monitor.
Okay.
Gather the villagers at the altar tomorrow to choose a sacrifice or suffer the wrath of Am.
Don't you bite me. Just gather them at the altar and choose a sacrifice.
This is the cave.
Hey buddy, you might want to run. Hello, Zucky. Hello, hello. Wants to sacrifice tomorrow, even with the lottery bag missing. Why don't you hide in that hole, just in case?
Am wants to have a sacrifice tomorrow.
Okay, that is
even with
new.
the lottery bag missing. Why don't you hide in the hole, just in case?
I afraid of hole. Need friend to hide with. You too big to go in hole.
The hell do you mean by that? Oh, mouse stopped moving. Okay. All my friends are far away here or dead. I have no friends to hide
All
with you.
my friends are far away from here or dead. I have no friends to hide with you.
Me get idea. I make friend and then I hide. You help me.
Sure. How can I... what do you need?
What can I do to help you make a friend?
I need head for friend.
Yeah, usually
I'll see what I can find.
getting ahead and friend don't go together in that sense. There's a skull here. Can I steal this?
Here's an interesting piece of junk. Funny. I had lost interest in anything that wasn't edible until I met the boy.
Hi, Crunky.
There's nothing here.
How you doing? Can I give the junk to him?
I don't think he understands.
No, okay. Ouch. Why the bite? Actually, I understand the bite. I don't have a mouth, I can't bite you back. Found a piece of junk at the altar. It kind of looks like a head. This is your mom's head, by the
This
way.
piece of junk at the altar. It looks kind of like a head.
Thank you. I can use this to make doll's head.
What else do you
What
need?
else do you need to make a friend?
I need body for friend.
The hell am I supposed to find a body at?
I'll see what I can find.
Do I just take the body as well?
There's nothing here I can eat.
No. We're back on that eating thing. You know what? If you want to eat something, we have fruit right here.
Ah, mana from heaven.
How you doing, Crunky? Can we steal
The
the...
village elder must be out looking for his lottery bag.
No, okay. We cannot steal the elder's body. Can we take the wood?
Blondie here won't let me near the food.
Can I give him this so I can take the wood?
I think he wants me to put
Had a
my
nice
food
workout.
into a
Nice,
basket.
nice. Use the fruit with the basket.
Okay, okay. Here's another piece of fruit to add to the collection, as if they need it anymore. I can't eat it anyway.
I don't think they would let me in here if there wasn't something important. We can't take
I
the
know
wood.
someone who might like a piece of polished wood.
Baskets, baskets, baskets.
Blondie won't let.
Can't take Blondie. Okay, I think that might be it. We can take the wood now, which is nice. Now what do we do here? What do you mean somebody would want the wood? Okay, I'll give it to him? I guess?
I can barely carry myself.
What do you mean? Get in there. Talk to the kid. All these double entendres. That's kind of why I made one too. Okay, we could
I
use
found
the
a piece of wood
sticks
that
for
could be
the
used
body.
for a
Okay.
body.
Thank you. I can use this to make Doll's body.
What else do you need?
What else do you need to make a friend?
I need to tie head to body.
There's a twine outside.
I'll see what I can find.
That might cut off the food supply. Can I take the twine?
Ah, mana from heaven.
No. Ooh, okay. The debris and wires, maybe?
There's nothing here I can eat.
No. Okay. I'm gonna keep this fruit. Anything in here? There's the cradle. And there's the fire.
Cradle. It's empty. I wonder where the baby is. Jesus, I'm hungry.
Take the
I
cradle?
can barely carry myself.
No. I take the fire?
It's too hot.
Can I use the monitor?
Gather food. Don't give any of it to the deviant. He's not part of the community.
Okay. No. Can I take the vines, maybe? Could she, or could the boy use that for the...
There's a loose wire among these vines.
Maybe. Maybe that could be hair. No, not use. Talk to. Found a piece of
found
wire.
A piece of wire.
Thank you for help with Doll. Me go play in home.
Don't say it like that. Also, you had like all day. I guess. You know what? We're supposed to do the sacrifice tomorrow, right?
I wonder how the boy's doing in that hole. The boy's gone. The villagers must have found him.
Oh shit. Oh no.
The village is quiet today. Too quiet.
Oh god, they got the boy. I went to use the elder. Ask where you can find some food. Hey, you guys know where any food?
Damn!
Bunk.
Em must have told the villagers where I hid the lottery bag and the boy.
No, no feet allowed. Feet are against TOS now. Release the boy.
They're going to sacrifice the boy unless I think of something quick.
Eat the child. Threaten the elder. They have way more numbers on me, and they have spears and whips and shit. I don't think eating the boy is the right answer. Take me instead?
The elder seems amazed that I would show compassion to the boy, but I think he's going to go for it. Why, the boy's giving me his doll. Gratitude for being spared the pain of being sacrificed. No.
Why does he have 3 arms now?
Compassion. For me.
Oh, did we do it?
Send you out among the prey, and
Oh,
instead of
yay.
indulging your hunger to keep me amused, you show them compassion. You should know better by now. Your reward will be more years of searing, blistering anguish, Benny. Who among you shall go
Alright, we
next?
have Ellen and Gorister left, and honestly, about 2 hours of yapping, 1 hour of gameplay. I know it's not the best stream, and I'm sorry for that, but it's getting, like, close to 8 o'clock my time, and I haven't eaten, so I think I might wrap it there, having finished Benny's route. We'll save Ellen and Gorister for tomorrow to end off the week. And yeah, I think that looks good. I think that sounds good. We'll save right here under the main one. I know, short stream. I wish that we could have actually streamed at my normal time and it could have gone on longer. I think I'm gonna go to my ISP on Saturday and go check something out there. So let's find somebody to raid and we'll get you guys out of here. And I'm gonna go eat. So let's see who's online. Hi, you. I know, you heard me say eat, and now you and your little whimpers. You got food in your bowl right there. The puppy is hungry too. Bye-bye. Let's see who's online. And I can get this in the chat too. For our subbies and our non-subbies, or for our non-subbies and our subbies. That's the order that pops up in now. Oh man, the raid thing looks like it's broken. Did the raid thing break? Raid Stoko. Okay, there we go. Let's see who's online, who I can send you off to. I'm thinking I'm gonna eat some Mexican tonight. I might make some tacos. I know it's not Tuesday, but that sounds really good to me. Oh, cool. I'm on late enough that I can go raid Kana. I like Kana. So we're gonna go raid Oni Kana, or just Kana. So thank you guys for spending time with me today, making me a part of your day, chatting with me, vibing with me, dealing with all of the struggles of the connection issues with me. And thank you for being wonderfully you. I'll see you guys next time. Otsubunk. Bye 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 bye.